and Field on the campus of the College of the Holy Cross in Worcester, Massachusetts. Charter TV3 presents live New England college football. This afternoon, an age-old rivalry renewed as Harvard comes to town to take on the Holy Cross Crusaders. And hello, everybody. Welcome above Fit and Field. Andy Lacombe along with Nick Haig. And Nick, this is a game where Holy Cross, really feels pretty good coming in at 3-3 and feels like they can maybe get a sense of how good they are to take on a good test from a Harvard team today.
Absolutely.
What do you think Crusaders, in terms of what you've seen, need to do today to be successful?
I know that Harvard's got a real good pass game going on right now, and obviously they can run the ball. So I think that let's look to see the Cross slow down that passing attack, and I think if the Cross can get going with their run game and really establish that dominance up front, they should have a good match for themselves.
It'll be a tough task. Harvard, one of the best in the Ivy League. Nick and I and Brenna Wilson back with the call of Holy Cross football right after this.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then? Benji!
Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Make the grade. Join the anti-bully crusade. Who wants a bully for a friend?
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the anti-bully crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio.
You know what I've got in my hand here?
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich.
Oh, I love that right now. It is a copy of the Old Farmer's Almanac. November 2019, that's when it starts. The snowiest periods will be mid-November, mid to late December, and early and late January.
That was me blowing hot air.
You're listening to the Jim Polito Show, your safe space.
And welcome back. A beautiful fall day for football here at the College of the Holy Cross as the Crusaders get set to host Harvard. Just prior to the game, third member of our team, Brenna Wilson, caught up with head coach Bob Chesney.
Coach, your offense is starting to click, but they face a tough Harvard defense today. What do you like about that matchup, and what do you need to see out there?
Well, on paper, I don't like a lot about the matchup. They're number one in just about every statistical category at this point in time, but I think also I like who we've played up to this point in time. I like how we've competed, how we played for a full 60 minutes, and we'll need a lot of that today.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you, Brenna. There's Tim Murphy, longtime head coach of the Harvard Crimson, one of the most successful in Ivy League play. Only trailing the great Cam Koza of Yale for Ivy League titles and wins. And the Crusaders will have their hands full with a very good defense from Harvard coming in. Connor Degenhardt playing better football right now and taking care of the football. Only 2 interceptions for the Holy Cross quarterback in the early going this year through 6 games. And so he'll have to take care of the ball today again, Nick. And, of course, great to have Nick Haig with us. Nick, professional football player in the Arena Leagues, also with the NFL, with the Colts and other organizations, the Giants, and played right here at Holy Name High School in the city of Worcester, and played for Mike Pucko, who's the defensive line coach for Holy Cross. So there could be some inside knowledge here today with Nick.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, you're not going to get a better day for a football game here either. So, and it's it's my honor, my privilege to be able to come here and do this with you guys. I really appreciate this. So.
And of course, Nick's dad played football here at the College of the Holy Cross.
That's right.
A linebacker in the 70s for some of the really good teams of Holy Cross football. So he's watching, I'm sure, with interest as well to see how they do against Harvard. This is the first home game for Holy Cross since September the 7th. You were at the game, Nick. It was the game against UNH.
That's right.
It has been a long time coming back. It is homecoming, and it is truly a homecoming for this Holy Cross football team.
Absolutely. Hey, can we shout out the grounds crew for this game, too? Are you kidding me? This field is, I mean, I know we've all been talking about it, but it looks like turf. I can't even believe this is grass.
Seriously, the conditions have been pristine here. It's probably the best turf from the look of it that I've seen ever here.
It's unbelievable.
Fitton Field. There's the series against the Ivy League since 2004, 19-24 against Harvard. They're 4-9. They lost on the last play of the game, did Holy Cross, last year in Cambridge when Jake McIntyre, the great Harvard kicker, kicked the game-winning field goal as time expired. Crusaders will get the ball first, and their offense will be put on the field against this statistically stout Harvard defense.
They do. They got a good defense. I mean, across the board, they got some guys that can get out there and get after it. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game today. I'm excited for it. It should be a great matchup. And you can see the juices are going right now. These guys are getting up here on the sidelines, and you like seeing that. So that's what it's all about. Got a nice crowd here. Hopefully the people keep pouring in.
To kick for Harvard is Jonah Lapel. Back deep for the Crusaders, Spencer Gilliam, Ariel Asante.
There we go.
And we're underway in Worcester. And it'll go into the end zone, and it'll be down there by Asante. Now he downs it. Crusaders out in their black jerseys for the first time with the silver numbers.
Oh, they look sharp.
They are sharp. Some from a broadcasting standpoint might be hard to read. Although we'll rely on our TV monitors a lot here. There's Connor Dagenhart. Comes in, 1,260 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Again, taking care of the ball and had a big game last week in a win against Brown, more than 300 yards passing for the Crusaders.
Yeah, you know, Dagenhart, I really feel like his confidence is rising these last few games, and he's starting to get a feel of things out there. So the offense is starting to click. I like it.
He's got Dom Cozier with him in the backfield in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. The give is to Cozier.
Oh, yeah.
And Cozier out over the 25 for a couple. Runs into that good linebacking core of Harvard, and that was led by Cameron Klein, one of the leading tacklers on this defense for the Crimson. Establish the run early, Nick.
Yeah, you're right.
See what you can do.
I think that, like I said, you know, this whole line, if they can climb, that kid Hicks, that kid 55 right there at linebacker, man, he can play. So you can get to that next level and seal him off. You should have some good success.
Dagenhart throwing on second down. It's complete to Gilliam, who was his favorite target a week ago. Picks up about 6, and he'll bring up a 3rd and short. Up front for the Crusaders, Brian Foley, Brett Body up front, and Jackson Dennis, some of those seniors and juniors really experienced across the line. Cozier, Mountain, the seniors in the specialist group with Asante, a really exciting, fast freshman in the receiving corps, among the guys you will see this afternoon. So 3rd and call it 1. The give is to Cozier. Cozier threw a big hole.
He's through the hole, baby. There he is. Wow.
It's a foot race to the end zone, and Cozier is gone for the touchdown. Woo! 66 yards.
That's how you want to start off a game.
And the Crusaders take the lead.
I mean, right there, the O-line, I mean, they absolutely, what a hole. Sealed down great.
That's that left side of that line between Foley and Body, two of the most experienced guys out there.
Love seeing it.
And Cozier explodes for the longest carry from scrimmage this year by a Crusader running back.
He's got some wheels.
Derek Ing, the extra point. The kick is up. The kick is good. And 13:44 left in the first quarter. Holy Cross strikes first, 7-0, right out of the gates.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
With the tremendous growth of life sciences both globally and locally,
we've dedicated our resources to build a strong, knowledgeable, and responsive team to meet the insurance and risk management needs of this dynamic industry.
Our personal lines team will make sure your home, your car, your personal belongings, and most importantly, your family are protected.
The Sullivan Group has the resources, the carriers, and the coverage to protect you and your business.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
All right, Nick, good start for the Crusaders, and it opens with that line.
Seal down on the nose tackle right there, and you get yourself a nice hole. Work the next level on this kid. I mean, like I said, he's got some wheels on him, so he can move.
Dom Cozier with speed out of Milford, Mass, Milton Academy, and 66 yards. His previous long was a 21-yard carry earlier this year, and that is his second rushing touchdown of the season.
O-line's got to be happy. You know, you come to the sideline right there and you get your job done and spring the running back for 6. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that.
It's a Harvard defense that doesn't give up a lot of yards against the run. In fact, coming into today, they were giving up, I believe, less than 60 yards.
Yeah, I think that's what you were telling me. They've been stout. They've been stout. So
gave up the 60 on the first series.
See how they respond here.
Wilkinson to kick for Holy Cross. They've done that all year long when they come out in the bunch, show an onside look, and then set up to kick it away. It's a kick, fieldable at the 6-yard line, and a good hole back over the 25. A nice pop on the play. That was DeMarcus Stratford returning for the Crimson. You gotta, Nick, you play some special teams in the arena game and all over you gotta be a little bit fearless.
You gotta have some screws loose, you gotta be able to
I'm not saying down. You have screws loose, but you play a lot of special teams.
That's right. No, you do. You got it. It's the collision part of the game right there where you're at a distance. That's different than everything else.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Crimson. Jake Smith, their talented QB, 11 touchdown passes already this season. He's in the shotgun, standing at his own 19. Aiden Bourget in the backfield, and there's a flag that flies. It's a delay against the Crimson. And that'll push him back 5 yards on 1st down.
Smith, real good quarterback, real good competitor, so definitely got to slow him down.
Big offensive line in front of him includes Liam Shanahan, the Marlboro product. Low snap. Smith looking to throw and going downfield, and a caught just outside or inside the 30-yard line for a couple yards beyond the original line of scrimmage. Pat Hawley maybe with the catch there. Or we'll check the number, Cody Crest rather, number 9, the leading receiver.
Came back to the ball nice.
Yeah, he had to compete for it a bit, didn't he? 2nd and 8 at the 27. Give his to Bourget, the tailback. He's got some room to the corner and is brought down right near the stick. Should have a 1st down at the 35-yard line. Here's up front for Harvard. Jackson Ward, their senior center. Liam Shanahan, the Marlboro guy, played for Sean Mahoney, the right guard. Can't believe he's a senior. Seems like we were just covering him in high school. Of course, it seems like we were just covering you, Nick, in high school. Cody Crest, the leading receiver out there. Devin Darrington, another tailback that you'll see. He's the leading rusher coming into the game, with Bourget now the featured back in the shotgun. Fake the give to Bourget. Completes it across the middle. It's going to be 1st down yards to the 47-yard line. That's Jack Cook. And a little bit of pace here from Harvard as they go no huddle.
Yeah, they're gonna want to try to come out and answer quick. You get the top taken off you right off the bat with a big run. Try to come back with something quick usually.
2 receivers. Harvard has a tight end and what they call an H-back in there as well. There's the give.
Oh, that's a great play right there.
Strung out well by the Crusaders.
That was nice.
Going to be a loss of a yard on the play. I think it was Stratford who got the carry, the receiver, and he lost a yard.
You know, the safety, he did a great job. He came down and what was it? Corey Stefanik.
Yeah, Stefanik. He's
Stefanik, yeah.
one of the leading
That was a good
tacklers
play right there. Real good play by him.
on the Crusader defense. Stratford, they fake the give to him. They go to Bourget. Bourget with a big hole. And he runs into Joe Lang, but not after about 10 yards. Be about a yard shy of a first down. Here's a look at the Crusader defense. Benton Whitley, a Massachusetts native, the defensive end with Mark Ebo and Modak and Kuznetsov up front. Liam Dorn played at St. John's here in Shrewsbury, and Jacob Dobbs, a talented freshman. Lang, Riley, Stefanik, guys that make a lot of tackles in the backfield. John Smith has a couple of interceptions as well in that Crusader secondary.
Dorn and Dobbs have been doing a good job this year working together at linebacker. I've noticed that.
3rd and short. Crusaders show pressure. They give this to Bourget right up the middle, and he's got the first down easily inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 6. Harvard offensive line seems to be setting a little bit of the tempo right now too, and doing a good job.
They got some big boys up front. I was talking with Coach Buck before the game. He actually was telling me he believes that this whole line is actually is better than Syracuse's. He said that they got some big bodies. They can move. They really get to the next level, and they seal off guys left and right. So Holy Cross D-line's got a big test ahead of them. They got to try to put some muscle into it here.
Harvard comes in at 3-1. Their only losses to FBS opponent San Diego in the first game. Throwing deep, the quarterback Smith, and there's all kinds of contact, and flags fly. It looked like Joe Young, the intended receiver, and the Crusaders got tangled up with him. Walter Reynolds among the defenders.
Pass interference.
Sometimes better off doing that right there. Just take the 15.
From the original line of scrimmage, first down.
Great trick play right there. Had everyone pretty much confused.
And so it'll be 15 yards and a first down for Harvard. Methodically moving down the field. The drive started right around the 25-yard line. And now they're inside the Crusader 25. The ball spotted at the 23.
Hard to see a good amount of rotating from the Holy Cross defense. I think that's something they're going to have to really key on this game to keep fresh legs in there with this whole line being as dominant as it is.
The give is to Devin Darrington, and Darrington's inside the 20. Good surge. As Darrington followed his blocks right up the middle. Picked up about 5 on the play. Yeah, the Crusader defensive line, and Mike Pucko's the defensive line coach, has been a real bright spot. They're not big, but they are tough, and they have played tough throughout the early going of this season. Here is Smith. He's looking to throw. Fires over the middle.
Great play.
And it was broken up there. That looked like Chris Riley coming across from his free safety position.
Safety play was real good there. Read it nice.
Pretty tight coverage on Cody Crest, the leading receiver. As the Crusaders had Reynolds and Riley close by. 3rd and 5 coming. Crimson gets some new bodies into the lineup.
Riley's got some great length, 6'3". He's long, he's explosive, he can play the ball well, so look for him to make plays like that, and he really broke well on that ball.
Been a bright spot again defensively, healthy this year. Chris Riley, low snap. Smith going to the end zone, has a man, completes it for a touchdown. Jack Cook. It's his 4th of the season, and that was a ball. That was a great ball from Smith.
You got to tip your hat on that. He put that right in the bucket. Coverage was there, just great ball, great catch, and unfortunately sometimes that's how it goes.
There is a flag on the play right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think it was something after the play. A little extracurricular.
That is the call on sportsmanlike conduct against the Crimson. They say it was on number 10, the quarterback. You only get 2 of those, right?
Little pep in him out there.
Well, it's a big answer for the Crimson offensively. They answer the Crusaders' score. And now McIntyre, the left-footed kicker, to tie it with this extra point attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So we are tied at 7 as Harvard marches 75 yards to answer the Crusaders' score. Holy Cross gets the ball back when we come back.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
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 Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Welcome back, Nick. Here's a look at the touchdown pass from Smith to Cook. And the coverage looked good, right? Smith was right on him.
He was right on him. I mean, poor snap, and grabs it off the ground and just, like I said, he dumps it right in there. That's just one of those plays, unfortunately. It's part of the game, unfortunately, right there. It's great coverage. I mean, just, like I said, great ball, great catch.
Just had a step on the defender, and it was delivered by the quarterback, his 12th touchdown pass of this season. And Harvard answers with an impressive first drive. They had 5 first downs on that possession. So after the penalty on the score, ball spotted at the 20. Crusaders should get good field position here.
I was going to say, should have a chance for return, so you want to try to make something out of this.
Lapel's kick is going to go to Asante. Really good kick. Takes it back at the 6-yard line. Room for Asante to run.
Good block. Good block.
Flags are flying. Ball's on the ground, and Harvard says they have it. The Crimson signaling, and they do. They come away with the football. Looked like it was Daniel Abraham, number 2, picked it up. And a turn of events here on special teams.
That's what you don't want.
The flag should be against the Crusaders.
From my view, I couldn't really see it. It looked like a good block. I thought he got his head across, but he must not have.
And so that penalty declined. It'll be Harvard football, and there is the recovery from the Crimson. And they have a short field to work with. The ball's at the 35 of Holy Cross. For Smith, who comes back out. And the Crimson offensive line did such a good job, and they're right back to work here on their second possession. Darrington is the running back in the backfield with Smith. Fake the give. Smith looking downfield, firing downfield, and
good play.
Intercepted. Stepping in front, the Crusaders is Reynolds. Almost took it away from the tight end.
Reynolds, no, he almost had one right there. Good play by him.
You like that, though? Harvard gets the turnover. They look for a quick change and try to go downfield and make a big play, though.
You know, you'd think they might come on right off the bat. Wouldn't be surprised right here. They go with a little zone read, try to get a little chip away here.
Darrington in the backfield. The give is to Darrington. Walks to the outside. Room to run at the 30. Reynolds bringing him down with Mark Ebo tracking him from his defensive line position at the 30-yard line, pick up a 5.
It's usually what you try to do. You got 2nd and 10, try to get some type of zone read action there, pick up 5. So Harvard's got to be happy with that. Right now, Holy Cross really got to buckle up.
Big third
stop.
down. That's a big play for that defense. You get a good look at Darrington, the leading rusher coming into this week for the Crimson. Stratford's back there as well. And he sets up down to the bottom of the screen. And now in motion. Fake the give there. They give it to Stratford up the middle. Stratford inside the 35. He's stacked up there at the 33. Going to be a couple yards short. The Crusaders recovered well. Modak and company leading the way. Tell you, Liam Shanahan, who played at Marlboro, 61, is all over the football field.
He is.
He's good. I mean, he was good at Marlboro. He's a good basketball player as well, so has good feet.
This will be huge right here for Holy Cross momentum-wise.
4th down and 3. Send the tight end in motion. Fake the give. Smith firing, completes it, has a 1st down and more inside the 20. That's Kress down to the 16-yard line.
Had the right idea with the blitz, just you got a running back did a good job picking it up, so definitely the right idea.
Yeah, you see that. Nice job on that blitz pickup from Darrington. Kress is quick, huh? He's a gritty little receiver in there.
He is good in and out of his breaks quick and works that slot well, so definitely got to keep an eye on him if you're Holy Cross.
4 receivers set up here now for Harvard. One of them's a big tight end. They give it to Darrington, and the Crusaders string it out well. Dan Kuznetsov leading the way on that defensive line.
That's a great play by Kuznetsov. That's a great play.
They really
came off the
like
ball good.
Yeah, they like Kuznetsov. He's tall and skinny for a defensive lineman, but he is tough.
He is. That's the thing as a D-line right now for Holy Cross. You gotta get off the ball quick to get in the inside on these guys. You know, an O-line that's like this, you want to stop them from moving and pulling.
2nd and 10, no gain on that last play. Smith gives it up the middle to Darrington. Darrington slips a couple tackles and gets inside the 15. A hard-earned 4 yards or so. And it will set up a 3rd down and long here, 3rd and 7 for
Darrington's
Harvard.
a big boy, man. He's put together well, so.
Yeah, Devin Darrington, 205. Looks like just about all of it muscle.
Oh yeah, he's got them big legs, so you got to really wrap up with him.
Bourget is the tailback now. He's out in the flat. Smith steps up and can
great
knock
play
it
by the
away.
D-line.
Bucciaroni cleaned it up. And the Crusaders got great pressure. They look like Kiesling as well. Yeah, Kiesling got him first, then Bucciaroni cleaned it up.
Bucciaroni, man, you can't say enough about a guy like that. He's all over the place, making plays left and right. I know he had a big field goal block. I think maybe it was last week or the week before, but Bucciaroni can play.
Here's McIntyre from 36. The kick, plenty of leg and splits the uprights. And Harvard gets 3 after the turnover. Crusaders defense bends but doesn't break. They're down 3. Crusaders get it back when we come back.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So the next step for you guys is to start taking circumferences. See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning. Here we go. All right.
All right, welcome back. Harvard special teams huddling up on the far side, now up 10-7. They got a turnover on their last kick, and it led to a Jake McIntyre field goal, which is the difference in the game right now. Andy Lacombe, Nick Haig, Brenna Wilson with us here for Holy Cross and Harvard. And this, the 71st meeting between the two schools. Harvard came in owning the advantage, 43 wins in 70 prior matchups.
I know Coach Pucko's got to be happy with that that last sack they had as a D-line, as a unit. You know, that's one thing right there you can ask for, is staying in your rush lanes, and that's what it shows. And Bucciarani really stayed in his rush lane, and they all worked together as a unit right there and corralled that guy.
Yeah, three guys on that last sequence. Kuznetsov, Kiesling, and Bucciaroni all coming up big for the Crusader defense. Here's Lapel's kick. Asante calls for a fair catch inside the 5. And so now Holy Cross gets it out at the 25-yard line. Haven't had a chance to check this group yet, the Harvard defensive group. Heinze, Truman Jones has 3.5 sacks in his last 2 games. He's really gets after the quarterback. Klein, Hill, and Goodman really good in that linebacking core. And get Cole Thompson and Max Jones helping lead the way in the secondary. See Khalid Thomas there as well. Thomas is actually starting for Augsbury and is factored in here in the early going. The give is to Peter Oliver. Oliver cannot elude the first tackler as he was dropped for a loss. Cole Thompson got back there.
Shot that nice, Thompson.
Oliver coming off his best game of the season, his best game as a Crusader, 88 yards rushing and a touchdown against Brown.
He runs hard.
He's a St. John's guy. Nick, you're a Holy Name guy. Locally, the people will know it takes a lot when a Holy Name guy says something nice about a St. John's guy.
Absolutely.
Here's
He can
Dagenhart.
definitely play, so enjoy watching him play.
Dagenhart lost the football. Harvard says they have it. There's a battle for the football right now, and the Crimson have another turnover. Dagenhart stepped up in the pocket with the pressure coming and couldn't hang on. Jacob Sykes took it away.
Let that ball get a little bit away from him.
That was a nice play.
It was, just came in nice.
Jordan Hill looks like he got the ball and knocked it loose. So a second turnover for Holy Cross.
Right back to the defense. This defense is, they got to be a little bit tired here, but getting right back on the field, left and right.
This ball spotted at the 22. Second straight short field for the Crimson offense and the Crusader defense. Low snap. Here comes Holy Cross. Evo was putting on pressure. Smith's going to have to scramble. He's got a man in the end zone. Throwing it. It's a jump ball and it's a touchdown. Completed for 6. And it's Harvard, the big guy, Ryan Regan, the H-back in the back of the end zone.
There's a flag.
Flag comes in.
Wow, he went up to get that.
Yeah, he had a matchup. And how about Smith keeping the play alive and firing up? Let's see what this flag is. As our officials are still conferencing about it, our referee today is Tony Marcella. And he is getting a little bit.
I tell you, Smith bought himself some time there. That's just a great play, athletic play, and found someone open.
Offense.
This penalty is against Crest.
That's his
the
first
receiver
unsportsmanlike
for
conduct
unsportsmanlike
penalty.
conduct.
That penalty be assessed on the
A little chippy
kickoff.
today out there, a little
I mean,
chippy.
Harvard scores a lot.
Right.
You think they'd be used to it at this point.
Right.
But there is some action going on here. A little healthy animosity between the two schools.
Little bad blood. You don't mind it.
That's
As a
okay.
competitor, you don't mind it, but unfortunately, it's going to hurt Harvard at some point.
It takes just one play for the Crimson to capitalize on that turnover, and now McIntyre's kick on the high snap is up, and it is good. It's a 17-7 lead for Harvard. Nick, it just took one play, but here it is, the scramble.
Yeah, I mean, he just does a great job sliding in the pocket, buying some time, throwing across his body. I mean, that's just another great ball. H-back goes up and makes a heck of a play.
This is just heave it and know you've got the size advantage back there, right?
It is, and trusting, having that trust in your receiver to make a play, and that's what he did.
Regan, the H-back.
6'4", 225, good size kid for sure.
He had a height advantage. There's no question about it back there with the defensive back.
Knowing Coach Chesney, I know he's got to be a little frustrated right now, and I'm sure he's going to get these guys going. I wouldn't see too many more mistakes like this on offense. He'll clean that up.
So a fumble on special teams, a fumble on offense. It translated into 10 points for Harvard, and the difference in the game. Still first quarter, 4:41 left. Crimson are going to kick back at their own 20-yard line. So Sante and Gilliam, a lot of speed on the back end here. The Crusaders' return game. Lapel gets into one. It's going to be Asante. That's from the 10-yard line.
He's taking this one.
Asante is wrapped up at the 28. And leading the way for Harvard there, Nate Leskovich. All right, let's check in with a third member of our team, Brenna Wilson, down on the field. Brenna.
Yeah, it's homecoming, so the team is back here in front of their fans, and they're led by head coach Bob Chesney. Bob Chesney is in his second year here at Holy Cross with an overall record of 8-9, and that includes some very tough FBS teams, and here against FCS teams, they have an overall record of 8-6, guys.
Thank you, Brenna. Yeah, those FBS teams, Syracuse and Navy this year, Boston College last year. So here's Connor Dagenhart, 1st and 10, and throwing. Cozier on the outside. Picked up a couple. Dom Cozier's got 68 yards rushing, 66-yard touchdown run.
It's a big drive here for Dagenhart. You just got to settle down out there, let the guys know it's all going to be all right, work itself through, trust it with each other, and don't panic. Can't panic.
Call it 4 on first down, and now 2nd and 6. Pressure coming backside. Dagenhart scrambles to get away, throwing downfield, and just gets rid of it into the Harvard sideline. Pressure was coming that time from Peter Graves, a linebacker for Harvard. So now a third down here, 3rd and 6. For the Crusaders, who have Tenio Ayeni, Spencer Gilliam, and Azir Asante, the receivers. Shotgun for Dagenhart. He's looking downfield. He's got Ayeni across the middle, and he is dragged down as soon as he caught the ball. Down to 34, it'll be short. And the Crusaders will have to punt. Really good defensive play by Harvard. It looked like they had it pretty well covered down the middle too. That Derek Mountain going down the middle of the football field. The Crusaders will have to punt. 4th and 4 from their own 35. Harvard's going to get it back quickly. They have blocked some punts, and they're not coming after this one. Wilkinson's kick will take a Crusader bounce and will bound down inside the 25-yard line. Harvard had blocked 5 punts the last 2 weeks. That doesn't happen by chance. They did not come after that one.
Special teams are coached up well.
And
big part of the game.
Yeah, they'll take over here at the 24.
So right now it's Holy Cross they're all forming out there right now. They're getting together. That's important for them. They just take it a play at a time now and try to rally. That's what they got to do.
Big series here for this defense. It's still early. There's still a ton of
early.
football
Absolutely.
left. But you get a sense that it seems like a pretty big series right here.
Right.
1st and 10. Smith hands it off to Bourget. Bourget breaks a tackle, can't get away from Modak, who takes him down at the 29, just shy of the 30, about 6 on the carry.
Smith did a good job coming up from the secondary, delivering a blow, and really getting involved in the play. That's what you need.
John Smith, talented defensive back for Holy Cross. As we mentioned, a couple of interceptions, including one last week against Brown. 2nd and short, it's Bourget trying to ride the wave up the middle. He's over the 30 to the 31.
Doing a lot of misdirection right now, and they're bringing their H back around, pulling him from the side. Holy Cross did a nice job there stringing that out again.
Kuznetsov with another tackle.
Hear his name a lot.
We do. I made a remark to the radio guys and Dick Lutzk. I said, I heard his name so many times, I didn't know if you were doing a football game or talking about a Russian author. His name gets called a lot, and it's for good reason. He's tough. Here's Smith looking downfield. Got a man in the flat, Bourget. Bourget's going to have a 1st down out to the 39-yard line, and was ridden out of bounds there by Liam Anderson.
Harvard's doing a good job right now, just taking what they're giving them.
Everything flowing one way, and they came back the other way. I'll tell you, Bourget and Darrington. Now Darrington's in there. 2 really good tailbacks for Harvard, behind an offensive line that's really established themselves in the first quarter here. Smith, blitz coming. Picked up, they give it to Darrington. And Darrington just edges out over the 40, maybe a yard and a half on the play.
I tell you, Dobbs is doing a good job scraping down the line right now, coming up from the linebacker position to fill the holes. They're drawing up some good blitzes right now. You know, Harvard, unfortunately, is just they're running against the blitz a tad bit, and they're doing a pretty good job picking up the blitz. But you keep getting movement like that from your linebackers, something will eventually break through.
Jacob Dobbs is a freshman, and he's had a heck of a season so far. Smith going downfield to Crest. Good coverage.
That's good coverage right there. Good coverage.
And no shot. Smith had one-on-one matchup with Crest. It'll be 3rd and long coming.
As a D-line, you gotta be pinning your ears back here. So it's a big down right here. So your chance to, like I said, establish a rush lane, stay in your lanes.
Crusaders bring in an extra defensive back in Terrell Prince. Got almost their dime package in here with 4 down linemen, although Lang, Stefanik, and Riley are really like linebacker safeties. 3rd and 9 coming. Crusaders bringing some heat. Firing downfield, almost in between 2 Harvard receivers, and now a flag comes in late.
Flag came in late.
And let's see, check
Ryan
if it's
Wiegand,
against the Crusaders.
flag on the play.
It would have been 4th and 9. Check the
Pass
flag.
interference.
It's an automatic 1st down against the Crusaders. And it'll keep the Crimson drive alive.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, a little bit of hand fight, but I didn't see enough there to throw that flag. But yeah, it's always easy to say that from up top.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what we think, I guess, Nick. But
exactly.
Of course, they're not reviewing the pass interferences like they do in the NFL. So many reviews now in the NFL. It's really hard to keep track on what's reviewable anymore. Smith, another low snap.
I was going to say, there's been a lot of low snaps, and look at that, strung out nice.
It really slowed the play down, and Dobbs came in and got Stratford in the backfield.
Dobbs is doing a nice job, I'm telling you, scraping down the line, keeping guys off him, and that's going to be a key. You know, he wants to keep making these plays like that. He's got to keep reading like he's doing, read and react, and he's ahead. He's a step ahead of them right now, and that's important at the LB position.
When we talked to Bob Chesney this week about Dobbs, he said, "Oh, he's a freshman. How's he holding up? You know, 6 games. It's a lot different than high school." He said, "He's a different type of guy. He's just a different. He's got a different motor, different kind of physique or physical aspect to him that he really is holding up quite well." Well, that's a quarter in the books from Fitton Field. Harvard holding a 17-7 lead and has the ball when we come back to start the second quarter.
Elizabeth Warren talks about the 1%. She is the 1%. Now, if you really are so concerned about the little guy and the average guy and the middle income person, where are you? Too bad that our own Congressman, Jim McGovern, doesn't have the fortitude to stand up and speak on behalf of the people in his community. They all go to Congress with no money in their pocket, and they all leave there as millionaires. How does that happen?
Welcome back. There's a good look at the field here, which is in great shape, as we mentioned, coming back off of a 6-week layoff between football. One of the big things about not having a home game for 6 weeks is, you know, Holy Cross as a home team gets to dress more guys when they're at home. They don't get to take as many when they're on the road. So Bob Chesney's been lamenting the last couple of weeks about some of his guys that work so hard in practice haven't seen or experienced a game atmosphere in weeks. So certainly happy to be back home this weekend, next week against Colgate.
It's a good morale booster for the team when everyone gets to get the pads on, you know. Like you said, and really feel that and take in that atmosphere of a college football game and the whole experience behind it for some of these young guys. So
Harvard had 9 first downs in the first quarter, and they had the ball for 11.5 minutes. So Holy Cross is only 3.5 in the first quarter. They have the ball here to start the second. Smith throwing, Smith completing.
Smith's doing a great job. I tell you, the snaps today, they've been low. You know, I mean, even if they're coming in clean, they're either hitting the ground or they're still low. So, you know, he's doing a good job grabbing the ball, getting his eyes back up downfield, and making some plays. So,
yeah, that one was the James Batch, his first catch of the game. 3rd and 1 in Crusader territory, the 39-yard line.
For a little redirect here.
They give it to Darrington, and Darrington fights his way inside the 35 to the 33, picked up 6 and a first down. The 10th first down for Harvard.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be that redirect play. Usually when you got a H-back back there set off to the side like that, you know, he's going to come down, he's going to block down. And usually running back's going to go off the out. So it helps when you got a good O-line to run behind, that's for sure.
They give it to Darrington again, and he is taken down. That's Bucciaroni.
Oh, Bucciaroni. Bucciaroni's everywhere. You know, like I said, I really like the way this kid plays. He's relentless, and he's that guy that comes every day to practice, from what I hear, and puts his foot to the ground, and it shows. I mean, he's all over the place. He's a team guy. I like that.
So 2nd and long. They lost a couple on the play. 2nd and 13. Smith throwing near side. This is going to go for a loss again.
That's how to read it.
That's Stefanik in the backfield, getting to Batch.
He's playing good, having a good game for himself right now. And like I said, the DBs here for Holy Cross, that's the upside for them. I mean, they got some height, they got some good size to them, so you use that. Creates a mismatch downfield. Read that play nice. I know defense, they got to be happy with that play.
3rd and 20.
Coach Parisi really coaches those guys up well. I know he's on them left and right, and you know he's a film guy. So that right there, that's studying your film right there. That's reading your tendencies and trusting in your instincts.
On 3rd and 20, Smith steps up. Smith's going to run.
Good
He's
play.
trying to
Look
find
at
some room.
Bucciaroni's
Bucciaroni's going to get him.
Bucciaroni back at him again.
He got back down to the 39-yard line. Got about 5 yards back. And Harvard looks like they're getting the punting team ready on the far side. The Crusaders may have just gotten a key stop.
That's a big stop right there. You needed that one. You let Harvard go down there and score right there. That kind of that could be a big-time gut check. So that's a big stop. You get the momentum going back now, and we'll see how this offense can respond.
Sean Macchio to kick. Asante and John Roberts to return. This one in the direction of Asante. Called for a fair catch. It drops down inside the 10, down to the 5. Perfect kick.
Perfect kick. Perfect.
From Macchio. Crusaders will get the ball back with 12 minutes left in the half at the 5-yard line. Just one first down for Holy Cross. Of course, they did score on that big play on their first possession.
I know that they're trailing right now, and I know they're trying to catch up, but I think they gotta, like I said, they gotta get back to that run. They get that run going, and it's gonna make everything else open up.
Degenhardt 3 of 4 for 13 yards. Has hit 3 different receivers. They give it to Peter Oliver. Oliver gets back to the line of scrimmage, and not much more than that. And it looked like Chris Smith led the way on the Harvard defensive line.
Yeah, he read his key nice and really came downfield nice.
Chris Smith, the defensive lineman for Harvard, going up against Chris Smith, the offensive line coach for Holy Cross.
Smith versus Smith, huh?
A very talented offensive lineman in his day for the Crusaders was Smith. Degenhardt. Ball's on the ground again. And there's still a scramble for it. Harvard's got the football again.
Harvard's got it.
It's at the 3-yard line, and the Crimson come away with the football. It's Jordan Hill. This was a missed exchange right away. Look at the replay here. They tried to get it to Oliver. Oliver didn't think he was supposed to keep it.
I think he thought he was a decoy on that play, and unfortunately, Degenhardt read it differently, and they weren't on the same page. It's heartbreaking plays like that right now. You know, they're out here working so hard to get some stops, and unfortunately, that's a momentum swing that you just don't want.
It is the 3rd turnover of the game by Holy Cross. They've lost 3 fumbles. This one could really hurt. It's at the 3-yard line. Harvard comes out.
You get three out of this for Holy Cross. That's a big-time win. Good job on the blitz.
Give it to Darrington. Darrington
Good job.
spins back around and goes into the end zone. And that's Devin Darrington making a play.
That's just that. That's him making a play on his own right there.
And it's 23-7 Harvard.
That one's tough because you drop a great defensive play call right there. The blitz off the edge. Everyone had their gaps right, and that's just a running back making a play. You gotta tip your hat again to a play like that. Darrington can move. He can run.
Here's McIntyre trying to make it 24-7. The left-footed kicker's boot is through. It's a 17-point lead for Harvard. They've scored 24 unanswered in this one. Holy Cross gets another crack at it when we come back.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Step up so others won't get stepped on. Take a stand and lend a hand.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglio.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on. and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
All right, welcome back. Holy Cross set to get the ball back, but Harvard converts on another one-play drive after the turnover. Here's the touchdown, Nick. Nick's a defensive player, so you can tell his disappointment when guys just miss.
It hurts. That one hurts, you know.
Just miss. As a linebacker, you see those guys with opportunities, and Darrington just made plays. He just made plays.
The way Darrington runs it, if I'm coming at him on defense, it's if he's shifting, he's powerful like that. If you break down too much, sometimes it can almost hurt you in the end. You got to kind of just shoot in a way, you know, and just you try to get him off balance. And the more guys shoot at him, the more guys hit him. Better opportunity to take him down.
All right, positive news for Harvard. It's their first touchdown where they didn't get an unsportsmanlike after scoring. And this one goes into the end zone, and Spencer Gilliam takes a knee. A little extracurricular downfield, but Crusaders will get it at the 25-yard line. Yep, there's been some battles over the years. Holy Cross winning one a couple years ago here, and then, of course, Harvard winning on the last play last year. Harvard getting votes in the top 25 in the coaches poll, or in the media poll, rather, in the FCS.
Been a very successful program, that's for sure. I think it's out of the last 18 years or something like that. They've won the league 8 or 9 times or so. Had a bunch of All-Americans come out of here left and right, so they definitely know what they're doing.
Well, they do. No question about it. Best winning percentage in FCS, only behind North Dakota State since 2001.
Earlier, yeah. Right.
And we did mention that 177 wins for Tim Murphy, just Carm Koza in the Ivy League in front of him. And there's a penalty pre-snap coming against Holy Cross.
Flag on the play.
Holy Cross, they just got to settle down right now. They're
5-yard penalty.
Too jumpy now. You got to just settle down. Trust within yourselves and the scheme and just get it together a tad bit here.
There's Tim Murphy, graduate of Springfield College. Roommates with Michael Afflitto at Springfield College. It's my uncle. So there's an odd connection here. There's an odd tie here. Oh, in the backfield, tripped up, and that's Truman Jones getting to the ball carrier. Jones, he's a tackle for loss machine here the last couple weeks, and he gets to Dom Cozier.
That's a great backside pursuit there. You know, that's just him again reading the key of the old lineman, coming down off his upfield shoulder pad and trusting in it. So
they lost 7 yards. Or 2 yards, excuse me, on the play after the penalty. So 2nd and 17. Ball's back at the 8-yard line. Degenhart looks downfield, cannot connect to Gilliam. Ball maybe a little behind him, but one that Gilliam would want back.
Yeah, no, you could tell he wanted that one back, you know. You could tell he wanted that one back. They say the ball hits you in the hands, got to grab it.
So 3rd and 17. Holy Cross in danger of giving it back to Harvard with good field position if they can't
From Holy Cross, I'd work the middle. The middle's been open. It seems like it's been working in the pass game. You know, get these guys in the slot, coming on some cross and all that type of stuff. Chip away.
4 receivers for the Crusaders. Degenhart to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, rolling. He's got some guys, and he's just going to hang on to it and run it. Ball's out again, and goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line. So he got some of the penalty yardage back, but Holy Cross will have to punt. It'll be 4th and 11.
I'm always happy that ball went out of bounds. That would have been heartbreaking getting the ball right there again.
Pressure coming again on Degenhart. There's a guy coming open right around there, but he has to make a really good throw and decides to hang on to it and try to secure the football. Standing right inside his own goal line Wilkinson to kick. A good high kick. Really good kick. Fair catch called for and taken at the 40-yard line from Harvard. And that's where the Crimson take over when we come back. Harvard on top.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Take a stand. Lend a hand. It isn't big to make others feel small.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then? Benji!
Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values, our family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions.
Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community. We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
All right, welcome back. Here comes Jake Smith and the Harvard offense. 10:01 left here in the second quarter. 24 unanswered from Harvard after the opening possession score from Holy Cross. And Joe Lang and the defense of the Crusaders in need of a stop here. Smith looking to throw. Stefanik coming, steps inside of him. Smith's going to tuck it and run. He's got some room now on this side. Gets a wicked block.
Wicked block.
Penalty comes in. And Smith is down inside the Crusader 40-yard line of the 38. Check the flag. Let's check it. It happened right after Aiden Bourget came back and put a wicked block on, but the Crusaders signaling it's against Harvard.
Blindside block.
Duran didn't even see
Number
coming.
21 with targeting. Previous play is under review.
It's a targeting signal from the official as well.
Wow.
Let's look here. Head-to-head contact on the block. And the officials will march them back, and there's a timeout on the field as they're going to have to take a look at this for targeting now. That comes that's the Patriot League review team. Yeah, they're gonna the signal for targeting on that helmet-to-helmet hit. Bourget came in and just the wicked block that freed the quarterback.
Yeah.
There's a hold on the play as well, it looked like. So they're gonna negate the run anyway.
You can see maybe some head-to-head. I don't know if it's really, I don't think that was targeting really as much.
Right. We'll get a good look at it here. I don't.
Yeah, see, he puts the
like
flipper up.
Yeah,
You know, I think he was just trying to make a good block. I don't really necessarily think it was targeting. I can still see a little bit of head-to-head though. But
They're having a chat now.
it's different now. Some of these new rules that they got coming in. Tell you, a block like that, I used to love laying a block like that back in the high school days. Coming around the edge at QB and that
you
double
were a
wing.
quarterback.
Yeah,
That's
that was.
right.
Those are the blocks that you live for right there. So
They've sorted it out. Our official's going to give us.
After further review, there is no targeting on the play.
No targeting.
21 will remain in the game. 15-yard penalty, first down.
As you mentioned, you got that. Look like you got the shoulder pad and the flipper,
Yeah,
as you
exactly.
said in front.
You know, when he comes up with that arm like that, that last second, you know he's. I mean, it's not intentionally trying to take some guy out like that, just trying to make a good, clean football play. And unfortunately, you know, Duran just didn't get his head up quick enough.
This ball is going to be spotted back at the 25-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 15 now. A 1st and 25, rather, for Harvard. The give is to Aiden Bourget. Bourget is out over the 30 to the 32, got 7. And the clock running, under 9.5 minutes left here in the first half. Harvard is a team, when leading at halftime, they've won 10 consecutive games. They've got a bunch of different streaks like that, so they're tough to beat when they have the lead going into the break. Crusader defense needs to come up with a play. Here is Bourget. Cuts back, and Smith got to him as he got a couple more out to the 38.
Smith got to him, and I tell you what, Durant, that was a nice play by him. He really read that pull. Pull came around, and as a linebacker, he came in and wrong shouldered it, and he bounced that out. So, he doesn't get credit for the tackle there. That's that play necessary gets made by him.
3rd and 12. That's a good look at what you were just talking about on the replay there.
Yeah, he took that on nice right there. You get swallowed up in that. That's usually when those plays can hit big.
So here's 3rd and 12 for Jake Smith. He's got a pocket, steps up, firing, complete to
Good
Crest.
play.
He stopped immediately, spotted out the 46, be 4 yards short of a first down, and Harvard huddling up on that far
Good play by
sideline.
Riley. Really reacted well to the ball and trusted it again. Trusted his instincts and he shot. That's what you do. Put the foot in the ground and go. Good play.
They will bring the punting group out. This is John Sott, a sophomore now, punting, not Macchio. Sott averaged better than 50 yards a punt last week against Cornell. He's got a big leg. He gets Olsen up in the air. Fair catch called for. Takes
Stay
a
away.
Crusader bounce, and will be spotted down at the 28. Decent field position now.
It is. Got a little field position here, Holy Cross. Got to capitalize. Got to get some offense momentum here.
Yeah, the momentum is flowing squarely with the Crimson right now, and for Holy Cross, just establishing a little bit of a drive. They're still stuck on just 1 first down.
Came out like some gangbusters.
They did.
That first run, man.
We were jacked and pumped.
Yeah.
2 minutes into this game.
It was good to see that run hit.
Peter Oliver, the tailback, with Dagenhart. Pressure coming. Dagenhart lets it go. It's completed to Ianni. Tenio Ianni on the far side, out to the 31, I believe. 31-yard line, so pick up about 3. First catch for Ianni this afternoon. Tenio comes in as the leading receiver.
Holy Cross getting up on the ball quick. A little hurry up in here. I like it.
Fakes the give, firing, and it's behind Gilliam. He had some room in a seam.
Tell you what, Gilliam runs some nice, he runs some good routes. I like the way he comes off the ball.
So it brings up a 3rd and 7 for Holy Cross.
I like the change of pace here for Holy Cross, what you want to do. Got to try to change up something here.
It's been a long
Spreading it
time
out.
since the last first down. Dagenhart looking downfield. Pressure's coming. He's going to have to scramble. Dagenhart firing and knocked away at the last minute out of the hands of Asante. It's a great play by Max Jones in the Harvard secondary.
Good break on the ball by Jones.
Looks like, Nick, just a situation of nothing coming open right away. And Dagenhart forced to scramble when that pressure starts to come to him.
Yeah, you'd like to be able to see Dagenhart be able to sit in the pocket a little longer. Unfortunately, this D-line is getting some pressure right now and making things uncomfortable back there for him.
However, it looks like they're going to bring some heat maybe here, and they settle back into a return. Wilkinson, a good punt. Fair catch called for at the 25-yard line. And taken there by Harvard. Another good solid play from Gavin Sharkey and the Harvard special teams. College football on Charter TV3 is presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and by Bay State Savings Bank. Well, it's a beautiful day for football at Fitton Field.
I was just going to say,
this
what a beautiful day.
As good as it gets for
really
the fall,
is.
right?
Just looking out this press box out here at the, you got the foliage behind the stands. See some of these high-rise and some of these historic buildings here in Worcester right behind it. I mean, what a great setting you have, and it's finally good to see these stands getting some action in here at Holy Cross. You know, it's important, I think, for the city, and I like to really, I like the way the program's going, the direction it's heading in.
Good crowd here on the near sideline. You're getting a look at the Harvard sideline on our camera view there. And there's a really good crowd in the tailgating section. There must be some good food down there.
We were just talking about this a minute ago, and I kind of want to make an announcement. All right,
get into the game.
Get in the game over here. we got hundreds of people out there.
Yeah. Central Mass College Football on Charter TV3 is brought to you by Verterra Nissan of Auburn, the Bancroft School in Worcester, Milford Federal, by Holy Cross Athletics, the Sullivan Group, Pucci's Fine Jewelry, Nichols College, Scott Lauder and the Worcester Office of Raymond James Investment, and the Central Mass Safety Council. Now there's the Holy Cross sideline. Nick, you were talking, I mean, there's hundreds of people out there tailgating. Maybe they have our game on. Maybe they're watching us on the internet.
I
right
think
now.
so. Like you said, there must be some lobster or something out there.
Well, if there's any lobster, bring it in here, and we'll eat it. Here's Smith looking to throw, steps up, fires, and there's nobody home. It was
good coverage.
Intended for maybe Stivers, his tight end, closest guy to the play.
Got that umbrella look right there on that defense right there. It was a good defensive play call right there.
The Crusader defense, obviously they've given up some points to teams like Navy and to Syracuse, and gave up some points last week to Brown, but they have been tough and really have kept Holy Cross in a lot of games here. The give is to Darrington. Darrington's got some space to the outside. He's going to have a first down. He's knocked out of bounds by Reynolds, but not after he got about 11 or 12 yards in a first down. They really seal off on the outside. And a good block by the receiver downfield, Jack Cook. There is the give to Darrington. He's tracked down this time, and that's your guy, Bucciaroni.
There he is again. He's reading and reacting just how you want him to play football right now. And coming off the edge at the end, really splitting the seams, and again, just trusting his instincts and just letting loose.
4 tackles already for the defensive end, Bucciaroni. Couple tackles for a loss, including that one. 2nd and 11. Give is to Darrington. He runs into the wash and gets away.
Good job.
And then it's taken down again. This by Joe Lang.
That's how to come up, Joe. I mean, that's how to make a play. And just watch our defensive end here take on that block, man. That's just how you do it. You spill it in the backfield. You make a big cluster back there, and then you rally to the ball. They're reading the keys very well. That's the thing. Holy Cross is coached very well, and their tendencies are all there. Just like I said, a couple too many mistakes right now on the offense side of the ball, and they got to get that cleaned up.
Winding down under 5.5 minutes here in the first half. 3rd and 10. Crusaders show blitz, then back off a little bit. And now they're coming.
Good.
Gets away from Riley. Throwing, and we'll have to just get rid of it. But the pressure from Riley and Dobbs and Whitley.
Right. Great pressure by Riley. Unfortunately, if he just stayed on that upfield shoulder a tad bit more on the outside, might have had himself a sack there. But still, at the end of the day, he gets back there, causes corruption. He did lose his shoe. I like it, though. The kid, he's a great player, hard worker, too. So it's good to see. That's a good, again, great scheme. I know the score is 24-7 right now, but this defense, man, you got to give them a lot of credit. This score could be a lot more, with the way this game has gone. So Holy Cross hanging in there. They get a piece of that.
It's a short kick, and coming up to get it is John Roberts at the 34. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Brenna Wilson. Brenna.
Coming up at the half, we have an update on the basketball programs here at Holy Cross. We will sit down with new men's coach Brett Nelson, as well as current head coach of the women's program, Ann McInerney. Guys.
All right, thank you, Brenna. 4:57 to go until halftime. Nick, you just talked about that defense. I mean, they gave up one long 75-yard drive, and then it's been short fields.
Exactly.
Set up by turnovers. To give us to Cozier. Cozier.
There you go.
His first carry since the big one early on, and he goes over the 35 for a couple. Call it 3 on the play.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Holy Cross maybe take a shot downfield soon, try to open something up, see if we can get something on a big play here before we head into the half.
Now the wind is coming in from the open part of the end zone behind Holy Cross, so it's at their back. Dagenhart in the shotgun. And he cannot get away.
They were looking for it. They were looking for that shot downfield, and unfortunately, D-line again, man, with that pressure.
Brogan McPartland, his 3rd sack of the season.
He's establishing himself a nice little name over there. Heard some good things about him on the D-line. So.
And McPartland comes away with another one. Now it's 3rd and 17 for Holy Cross. Under 4 minutes. Dagenhart steps up, looking downfield. It's going to take a shot and overthrown. Tried to get Ayer Asante. He was bracketing it up pretty good back there by the Harvard defense.
Harvard's doing a good job. They're showing a lot of smoke in the area right now. They got guys coming up, pressing, and then backing off at the last minute. So doing a good job.
Crusaders offensively still stuck on 1 first down.
I saw some green there. I didn't know if Dagenhart was actually going to pull that one down and try to take that one for a run, but he let it go.
4th and 17, and here is Wilkinson with the wind behind him. He's going to get a good boot into this one.
Oh, make a play.
That's
a great play right there. That's a great play. He needed that.
Terrell Prince.
Needed that. Needed that.
Prince very good on special teams.
Yeah,
Speedster, young guy.
I like that one.
Bright future on the defensive side.
Sure.
They really like him. And 3:32 left. The Harvard offense will get another crack at things. As the defense gets back onto the football field. There's Whitley, 17. He played at Minnetonka in Western Mass. He's a junior, 6'3", and has a couple sacks on the season.
Yeah, he gets off the ball well. He's definitely got some speed behind him, so hopefully he can crack through soon here and make a play.
Smith gives it off to Bourget.
Speaking of right there, that's a great job by him right there, setting the edge and delivering the blow before the O-lineman can get to him.
100%. He doesn't make the tackle, it'll be.
Exactly.
But he makes the tackle happen. Anderson got the hit.
He drives him. I mean, that's all you can ask for right there. You take the O-lineman and drive him 2 to 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's a win in your book, a plus in his book, and Coach Puck will be happy with that play.
So Benton Whitley making us look good. Quick highlight for him.
Yep.
2nd and long after the tackle for a loss. The give is to Bourget. Bourget runs into Dobbs, and Dobbs isn't going to let go.
Love it.
Modak comes in to clean it up. It's another tackle for a loss for this defense as Dobbs, the freshman, leads the way.
Read his key, shot the gap, stayed it nice. He didn't let the guy get in on him, and that's the importance right there at linebacker. Can't let that O-lineman get on you. He did a good job. I see why Coach Chesney's pleased with the way he's been playing and how he is as a player. He's got a bright future for sure.
They like him a lot. There's no question about it. So now Smith, who's 9 of 14, for 93 yards and a couple touchdowns, finds himself at 3rd and 14. They're going to hand it off. It's Bourget. Bourget coming back. Bourget gets to the outside, and now he's got room.
Oh.
And he's diving for the sticks. He should be short as Reynolds just did get to him, but he almost picked up the 14 yards. Ball spotted at the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, Reynolds shot over there nice.
Short by 2 yards, and now the clock ticking under 2 minutes to play. There's only one man on the field for Harvard, an offensive lineman. Now they're going to bring the kicking team out.
Tell you what, 97 Jason Modak. He's been doing a good job at D tackle today. He's really holding his ground in there as well.
Low snap. Kick from Sott is taken by John Roberts at the 35. Some traffic around him. And now the Crusaders have a minute and a half to try to get a little momentum going into the locker room.
Probably see some hurry-up offense here.
They need something. They have not had a first down this entire quarter. And have not been able to move the ball. Dagenhart's 4 of 9, just 16 yards. Here's Dagenhart, fakes the give. Looking to Mountain and overthrew him.
You know, that's someone they got to try to get involved in this game too as well. We were talking about him earlier, Mountain. I mean, he can play ball. He's a great tight end. He's a big body downfield. He's athletic.
He's a matchup problem for anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 14, Derek Mountain, and
real
third
good,
leading
real good
receiver on the team right now. Coming into today, that was the first real target for him. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming.
Great
Picked
pickup.
it up.
Great pickup.
Dagenhart steps into one, and it's knocked away at the last minute, intended for Ayeni, and it was Khalid Thomas breaking it up. Minute 17 left. Not taking a lot of time off this clock here. If they don't get the first down, Harvard will have a lot of time to see about doing something before the break.
Tell you what, that Holy Cross running back just did a magnificent job picking up that blitz. Dagenhart could have got killed on that play.
Dagenhart, he is going to go down here, and it's another sack for McPartland.
He's having his way right now. He's got this whole line right off balance and
gets around the running back as well. And a second sack for McPartland. And this Harvard defense, which is averaging more than 5 sacks a game, is right back on track here.
Got a good group. They do got a good group. Like I said, it was going to be a tough task for the Holy Cross O-line.
They let this play clock go down all the way inside of 5. Wilkinson,
That's good
high kick, nice fair catch called for, and received back at the 20-yard line with 25 seconds left. So with all that time left, you'd think that Harvard might just run the football here, because they did not try to stop it by any means.
Wilkinson's he's got a good leg on him, that's for sure.
Yeah,
good leg, great number.
Yep, that's your number.
Exactly.
47.
We love the 4-7 out there. I love that he's repping that thing.
47. He's a punter, but you'll take it.
Exactly. I want to say the kicker for.
That's right.
Yeah.
The kicker for Harvard.
Yep. Jake's got that on too.
All right, 1st and 10. Darrington gets the carry, bounces inside, and Whitley got to him first. Got a couple. And the clock will tick down under 15 seconds, and that'll be the last play of the first half. The Crimson will be content to take a 24-7 lead into the locker room here at Fitton Field. It started quick for Holy Cross, a 66-yard touchdown run for Dom Cozier, put them up 7-0, but it has been all Harvard since.
Make some adjustments,
And the Holy Cross offense just has 1 first down in the first half. This is a very good Harvard defense, as advertised, and they've been very good so far. Before we go to the halftime break, let's check in with Brenna Wilson, who's on the field with Bob Chesney.
Coach, turnovers leading to a couple of scores here for the Crimson. What are you telling your guys here at the half?
protect the football. I mean, said and done. It's just they have a very good defensive line, as you can see. It's hard to run on. It's hard to throw on, and we just got to calm down a little bit. We got to get help to the guys that need it, and we got to move this ball down this field. We got to get the ball out quickly, and we got to do it very, very soon.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Brenna. 24/7 Harvard at halftime. Brenna Wilson has the halftime interviews with the basketball coaches, and Nick and I will break down the first half highlights after these messages.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Take a stand. Lend a hand. It isn't big to make others feel small.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglia.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
Our company values, our family values.
Committed to our clients and finding them the best solutions. Committed to being independent.
Committed to our community.
We live here, we work here, we volunteer here.
The Sullivan Insurance Group.
Committed to excellence.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
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 Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Yes, even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts.
A new study looks at the prices of commuter rail fares in cities like Worcester.
Area schools are taking extra precautions as several communities raise the EEE threat level to critical.
Police say they are still receiving reports of drivers speeding in the same area of the crash.
Reporters in the field. And an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3.
Welcome back to the half, where Harvard currently leads 24-7. Brett Nelson was named the head coach for the men's basketball program here at Holy Cross over the summer, and with practices currently underway, we had a chance to sit down with him and kind of get a state of the basketball program. First season underway here. How are you liking the team so far this year?
I like it. Like I told you, we have really good guys. They're working really hard. We've thrown a lot at them. I think the intensities continue to pick up. We got a long way to go, but I like what I see out of our players.
And it's always, a learning curve. You're coming in, you're learning to see what you have out on the court, and they're learning about you too. So, how much of a learning curve is that for you guys altogether?
It's a big learning curve with how, we practice, how we kind of operate. It's a lot different than what they're used to. Plus, we have 5 freshmen. So anytime, you bring freshmen in, there's going to be an adjustment. And obviously with the coaching change, it's even bigger. But yeah, it's been really good. I've been so focused on the pace of practice, the intensity, how hard we play, how connected we are. I know we're going to make some mistakes, but I'm okay with mistakes as long as you're giving maximum effort.
And, we talked about it. Seasons are always long, start early, get some practices in, but you also were able to have an open practice so people could come in and see the team. And what was that experience like?
It's great. It's been a priority for us as a coaching staff. We have a lot of guys that are brand new. Obviously, I mentioned the 5 new freshmen, but other than Austin Butler, really no one on our roster has actually played like big minutes here at Holy Cross. So guys are going to be thrust into bigger roles, different roles. We're trying to figure out what guys can fill those roles. And anytime you put people in the gym, it's good because, number one, it gives you experience. But number two, like when there's no one in the gym, sometimes that ball moves a lot more. But when there's people out, out of the gym, when there's people in the gym, that ball sticks. We're not talking as much. So I'm trying to get as many times where our players are in front of people as I can.
First head coaching job for you. What kind of was that move like, going from coaching with people to now you're the guy?
Yeah, obviously it's a big responsibility, but I've told our players this. I say it in recruiting a lot. I've talked to my staff. I've been preparing for this for 20 years. I knew when I was playing at Florida, I wanted to get into coaching. I've been in college basketball now as a coach for 14 years. This will be my 15th year. So over the years, you kind of develop different things you like, different things you don't like. You obviously got to be true to who you are. But for me, I know I'm a first-year head coach. I don't feel like it because I've been wrapping my mind around this for a long time.
What would you say your coaching style is like?
Very honest. We treat everybody fairly. I'll be very honest. I think people who are great, they want to be told the truth constantly. There's going to be a high level of accountability. There's going to be a high level of care for our players. But at the end of the day, like what you see is what you get. I am who I am, and we're going to care for our players. We're going to tell them the truth.
And from being a player to also coaching, you've coached with and under a lot of coaches. How has each kind of influenced you as a person?
Obviously in different ways. Playing for Billy Donovan, John Pelfrey, Anthony Grant, Donnie Jones were all assistants when I played. I've worked for all 3 of those guys. And then, being with Steve Wojciechowski the last 5 years at Marquette, and just Marquette in general, has been an unbelievable experience. Like I said, you take things you really like. There's some things that you don't like that you're not going to do when you become a head coach that I've kind of taken as well. You're always trying to grow. You're always trying to learn. You're always kind of becoming.
Yeah, and then as a player, what are some things that stood out for you? You had some pretty incredible runs with Florida.
For me, it's the relationships. Obviously I talked about the coaches, but the guys I played with, I played with a competitive group of guys. I think there were like 6 or 7 guys who either are playing or have played in the NBA that I played with at the University of Florida during my 4 years. So the competitiveness, how close we are, like I tell our guys all the time, like the times that you're going to miss are the times in the locker room, on the bus, the camaraderie that you have. So yeah, it was an unbelievable experience to play with those guys.
You're talking about the camaraderie, and what are you seeing with your players too, how they're kind of gelling together as a team?
Yeah, I think that for everybody it's new. I'm trying to get to know them. They're trying to get to know me. We do a lot of team building stuff. We constantly talk. The strength of our team is our team. We don't have one individual player that can just go win a game for us. We have to be a collective group. Whether it's in practice or game, practice is everything for us. So we need all 14 guys to bring it every single day. We can't lose days by 3 or 4 guys not bringing it, not only physically but emotionally and mentally. So we can't maybe be the most athletic team. We can't be the fastest team. We can't be the best shooting team, but we can be the most connected team, and we talk about that a lot.
And you said you had a lot of younger guys coming in. How have the upperclassmen kind of helped lead the way for these guys?
I think they've done a really good job. You talk about Austin Butler. He's kind of wrapped his arms around these young guys and kind of showed them the way. And these young guys have done a good job of following, which is not always easy to do. When you come from high school, you're the man, and you get all the shots, and everybody tells you how great you are. So, sometimes being able to be a follower is a skill as well. But Austin, and you got Clay Lasan, who's obviously our only senior. Those guys have done a good job with that.
History here at Holy Cross. There's been a lot for players that have come through, and just looking back at the basketball programs here. What does it mean that now you're a part of it as well?
I mean, I'm honored. When I was going through this process, I knew about Holy Cross from afar, but now that I've been here and I've really dove into it, the history here is unbelievable. 13 NCAA tournaments, we won national titles. We've had a lot of guys who played in the NBA. I think it's one of the, biggest untold stories in college basketball when you really think about it. And our job is to play for the guys who've worn this jersey, play for the former players, all the alumni, and hopefully we'll make them proud.
What was the drawing factor for you to come here?
Obviously the history of Holy Cross, but our AD, Marcus Blossom, did a great job from the first time he connected with me through, obviously, the process. 7 days later, we talked every single day, and we built a strong bond in a short amount of time. And I understood how important, basketball was here at Holy Cross. I wanted to go to a place where basketball was really important, where it mattered to the people, the fans, the former players, the alumni. And then for, as a coach, you always want alignment. You want to be able to be connected to your athletic director. And I truly feel like Marcus has my back. Obviously, I've got his and this school's back for sure.
Yeah, and then, talking about the school too, it's a lot of student athletes.
Yep.
Student comes first. What does it mean that you have kids that, are also great in the classroom as well as, being athletes here?
Well, I always say this is a place where you can get the best of both worlds. You can get a elite education where a degree from Holy Cross really matters. I'm blown away daily by the alumni network. The people here, they take care of their own. And then you're going to get an elite basketball experience. We're not going to take any shortcuts. We're going to do things the right way. We're going to compete. We're going to love what we do. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it with good people. So I think for any student athlete that wants to come to Holy Cross, you're going to be able to get the best of both worlds.
And as we're starting to head into the actual game portion of your season, what are some things that you guys are looking to accomplish as a team?
My goal is just to become the best that this team can possibly become. This is the only time in these guys' lives, mine included, that this team is actually going to be together. So how good can we be? How connected can we be? How hard can we play? I'm not getting caught up into looking forward, which is easy to do. We're trying to win today. We're trying to be the best we can today. I want to create an environment where, my players and my staff, we can live in the present. We can be where our feet are. We got practice here at 2:30, and that's our game. That's what we're focused on.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you to Coach Nelson for sitting down with us. And now I'm joined by current women's basketball coach Ann McInerney. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now you guys are officially underway with your practices and everything. What have you been seeing from your team so far this year?
A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication to getting better each and every day and trying to stay in the process and be the best that we can be this year.
And you return a lot of your key players this year, including Lauren Manis. What are they bringing to your team?
A lot of energy. I think with 5 seniors, they know what the Patriot League is all about. They know they need to work hard, and I think the expectations are high, and they're really up to the task at this point.
And how has Lauren, improved from last year over the summer to now?
I think every year we always say Lauren Manis is just a special player. She gets better every year, but she puts in the time. So she's really working hard on her game offensively and probably seeing the best defense I've seen from her so far. So that's been exciting.
Now you guys were picked to finish second in the Patriot League. Do you guys use that as kind of motivation, or is it, nice to see that you guys get the recognition as well?
I think a little bit of both. I think, obviously, again, we had a great end of the year last year. I think we built some momentum in the off season, working hard, knowing coming back our common goal was to win the Patriot League championship.
Yeah, I was saying, going off of that, you guys did have that great finish last year, and then, heading into this year, team goals that you guys have in place.
Yeah, again, our seniors have been unbelievable. Our captains, Lauren Manis and Madeline Smith, have really done a good job of setting the tone. Megan Swords returns for her senior year in the paint as our center, and Catherine Peaty and Nicole Mars have done a great job on the wings for us.
And then looking ahead to this year, what are some keys to being successful?
I think to stay the course. I think, we've used win as our motto, which is what's important now. I think, go day by day. Obviously, we have a talented group, but we also have a very challenging schedule. So to stay in the moment, enjoy the process, and love what we're doing.
Some of the younger girls coming in that you're seeing, what are they bringing to the team?
Obviously, Avery LaBarbera is one of the most impressive kids in this league, being the returning Rookie of the Year last year. She brings a lot of swag, works really hard on the court, and very dynamic. She's come back in great shape, ready to go. And Maddie Dembski, we're hoping will get healthy, but Alucia Zema, again, had a great end to her freshman year. They keep coming along, working hard with the seniors, and it's an exciting group.
We were talking before this, you guys have kind of a tough start to this year. You got some pretty impressive programs. What are some things that you guys are looking forward to, teams that you're going to be able to see come in and everything?
I think to be able to be challenged early. It starts next Saturday. We have Quinnipiac coming here for a preseason scrimmage, and then Harvard the following Wednesday before we open up 3 weeks from today at Illinois, and then home here against Boston College. So we know we have the talent. We want to challenge ourselves early and find out what we need to do to win the league.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck this season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We'll have much more after this break.
Charter TV3 and UMass Memorial Healthcare have teamed up to bring you the latest news and trends in healthcare. Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare, brings you the healthcare topics that are important to you. From stroke prevention to allergies, skincare to sports injury prevention, and nutrition to pregnancy, Health Watch at UMass Memorial Healthcare informs you on the issues that affect you on a daily basis. Health Watch on Charter TV3. For extended interviews with UMass Memorial Healthcare experts, log on to our website.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Step for you guys is to start taking circumferences.
See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning.
Here we go. Yeah. All right.
All right, welcome back. Nick looking at some of the first half statistics. Of course, the tailgate scene still buzzing, but here's the opening score from Dom Cozier.
Shot out of a cannon. Exactly what you want. The Holy Cross to come out like that. Hopefully get some more plays cooking like that as well.
Quick answer, Harvard's best drive, 75 yards and the strike, and then off of a turnover, a field goal made it 10-7. And there's another strike from Smith, the quarterback.
Smith just making something happen here. That's just being a good player.
Throwing it up top and getting his big target, Regan there. And Crusaders defensively have hung in, made some plays, but the turnovers have been killing.
Yeah, that's just been the difference, just the turnovers right now. I mean, that defense has been going out there every series and giving it their all. So hopefully Holy Cross offensively can just keep the ball in their possession.
And that last fumble setting up this Darrington touchdown run, which made it 24-7 Harvard, which is our score at the break right now. Nick, I guess you can look at it a couple of different ways. If you're Holy Cross and you don't have that first run,
right,
you don't have any yards in the first half. Only one first down.
Right.
If you're Holy Cross and you look at it, if you don't have those 3 turnovers, maybe it's a 7-7 game because your defense has played pretty well when they've put Harvard in a longer field.
Yeah, like I said, it's a tough thing for a defense to constantly go on the field and respond the way they are, and you got to tip your hat to them for that. And once this Holy Cross offense gets going, it's going to make a difference for the ball game. But as of right now, you got to tip your hat. Harvard's doing a great job, and they're creating turnovers left and right. So hopefully something changes for the offense for Holy Cross.
And a look at the first half statistics now. You can see the 66 yards total offense. That was essentially the first carry, or the touchdown carry from Dom Cozier. Just the one first down. They converted on 1 third down. Holy Cross 1 of 6. Time of possession, some people say that's an overrated stat, but the defense has really been on the field a long time. As you see Harvard piling up some of the numbers there, but overall, you know, it's that time of possession. That defense has been on the field a long time for the Crusaders.
Long time. And like I said, you know, you're asking a lot of a defense just to go out there series after series, and just to only have 24 points on the game on the scoreboard, just it lets you know that the defense is hanging there, they're not giving up, and that's something I do respect this Holy Cross defense. They haven't given up a bit throughout the whole game. Sometimes it's easy to do when you get down on a game like this. So hopefully they can continue doing what they're doing and keep getting after their offense of Harvard's Crimson, and let's hope Holy Cross can come out here and get something going for themselves.
No question. You see Bob Chesney right there with his 2 young linebackers, Jake Dobbs, the 43, and 44 is Liam Doran, the local guy. And as Holy Cross warms up here, his defense goes on the field first. Harvard will get the ball to start.
Right.
And then they'll try to get that ball quickly back to Connor Degenhart.
I'm sure they're going to get
offense.
They'll get something going. I know they will. I mean, Coach Chesney, you can't speak highly enough of him. You know what I mean? Great coach, and I know he got after those guys at halftime. That's for sure. He wasn't happy with that, and this isn't Holy Cross offense this whole year, so they should figure something out here.
All right, so as we get set to kick things away here, as Harvard gets that ball first. There's a good look at Bob Chesney. Scott James, I think. I can't tell in the shade here,
Yeah,
but it looks like
it is
a defensive guy. And as his defense has done a great job all year long, as we've kind of mentioned. And, you know, Mike Pucko, the defensive line coach, your old high school coach, has done a tremendous job with that defensive line. And
Right. I know Coach Barisi in the secondary. I know, like I said, he's a coach that, you know, you tip your hat to. He works hard in the film room, and he's got those guys, you know, busting it day in and day out and on the little things. So they've been doing all the right stuff, reading their keys and stuff. Again, just unfortunately turnovers has killed them right now, so they gotta eliminate those.
all right, so we're set to go. There's senior, by the way, Bob Chesney Sr. right there with Coach.
Love that.
Over his shoulder. Crusaders will get set to kick things away. And it'll be Wilkinson kicking back to Harvard Stratford.
Good kick.
And this one is taken at the 3-yard line. It's taken by Sharkey, and he is rattled back just over the 20. Spot the ball just shy of the 21-yard line, where the Crimson offense will take over.
There they go.
Nick Hagan is this your television debut?
It's television debut
Television debut as a color commentator, doing a great job. Brenna Wilson had the halftime interviews for us and is on the sideline as we get set for second half football. Holy Cross has been good statistically in the third quarters of games. They'll need a good third quarter here against the Crimson.
Another low snap.
Darrington faked the give.
Oh, big time play!
Picked off by Riley, and
You
Riley
needed it.
gets the Crusaders' first
You
turnover.
can't say enough about Riley on a play like that. That's how you come out. You be a leader in the secondary. You put the team on your back. Make your read, make a play. That's huge. Absolutely huge right there.
And Riley gets the offense set up in a short field. He's just
That's what
back
they
here in
needed.
center field.
Just a good play. Right spot. Being right in the position where you're supposed to be and making the play. You can't ask for a better way to come out. Now you got to be, as a Holy Cross offense right now, you got to answer right here. Got to get something on the board.
I don't know if you saw that down the near sideline. Our cameras didn't capture it. Teams have like turnover chains and stuff. Maybe Brenna can explain to us if she saw it, what just happened, because she just walked by it. But they pulled out like a sword of a Crusader and stabbed it in the ground. It was a fake sword, of course. Here's Dom
There's
Cozier.
a hole again. See, there you go.
Cozier is going to be close to a first down by the 16-yard line.
I was saying that from the beginning. I think that run game is going to be huge for them, and just establishing it and sticking with it. Don't give up on it too early. Stay with it.
Here's tempo on 2nd and 1.
Yep, got some.
Harvard tried to run a guy on.
Here.
There's going to be a penalty. It's a free play.
There he is, right to the hole. That's how you answer.
Touchdown, Holy Cross. Dom Cozier, second of the day. There is a flag. It should be against the Crimson.
Yeah, I would say too many guys on the field.
And 2 plays to answer.
That's what you have to do as Holy Cross. That's how to come out at halftime, make your adjustments, trust in each other, work hard.
92 on the defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play,
They did just
touchdown.
that. The score is good. Confirmed on the penalty against Harvard. There is some confusion defensively, and Crusader offensive line opened a big hole, and a big start, exactly what they needed if you're Holy Cross. As Derek Ing on to attempt the extra point, the kick is up, and it is good, and it's 24-14. Holy Cross cutting into that lead in the first half a minute of football. We're back with more after this.
Local news from Central Massachusetts for Central Massachusetts.
A new study looks at the prices of commuter rail fares in cities like Worcester.
Area schools are taking extra precautions as several communities raise the EEE threat level to critical.
Police say they are still receiving reports of drivers speeding in the same area of the crash.
Reporters in the field and an in-depth local forecast. Worcester News tonight on Charter TV3.
Yeah. All right, here's the touchdown run. It's Dom Kozier's second of the day, Nick.
I mean, Kozier just does a great job reading his blocks, seeing the hole, and exploding through it.
Big hole again up front.
There
Nice
he is.
job. That left side of the line, Body and Foley.
You know, with the pass rush that Harvard has right now, you got to try to take that away from him. That's how you eliminate that, by running the ball, and Holy Cross did a great job.
And Dom Kozier, 6 carries, 95 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
He's playing.
Holy Cross, good news if you're scoring at home. If you're a Crusader fan, they picked up their second first down on that short possession.
Needed it. You can tell right now that just absolutely gave that team some momentum they needed. The sideline's up right now. You got coaches going crazy. Coach Volcano down there running around the sidelines. Gotta love it.
Doesn't take much to get
it doesn't take much
going.
to get him going, but man, do you love when he gets going. I tell you right now, that brings the juice.
They're all fired up here. Crusaders. Wilkinson will kick.
Did a good kick out of Wilkinson.
Into the wind on the open end zone. Short and returnable from the 10. Sharkey to the 15, spins around, still on his feet now. He's swarmed under by the purple right at the 17, 18-yard line. So pretty good coverage there by Holy Cross.
Good coverage, because I tell you right now, he doesn't go down easy.
So Harvard comes in having turned the ball over for the first time here on their first possession of the second half. And again, they've won 10 straight games when leading at the half. 29 consecutive games if they hit the 30-point mark. So a couple of streaks for the Crimson. Coming into play. Here's Darrington, takes a good pop after he picked up some yardage. It was Reynolds who came in and got him, and looks like Riley had him tangled up as well. Look at, here's what happened. So here's and of course it's Bucciaroni with the sword.
Whacking people with a sword.
You know,
Gotta love it.
Gotta be a styrofoam one, but they came over and did some sort of little ceremony there.
I like that. I like that better than the turnover chain. Too many people do that turnover chain now.
It's original.
Exactly. Keep it within your team.
Of course, you don't see a Crusader with the blade anymore here because of the changes at Holy Cross, but football team
good play right there.
Making plays. And
Dobbs making a great play, Dobbs. I tell you, he's been doing just a great job scraping down the line, keeping the O-lineman off of him, playing off of him, nice, corralling the ball carrier. That's what you want as a linebacker right there. Great play.
Got to Darrington, and it's a big third down all of a sudden here for Harvard. And can Holy Cross wrestle more momentum away? Get a sense that the way Dobbs has played, they really got a steal in that guy.
Yeah, he's quite a ball player for a freshman. I'll tell you that right now.
Crusaders showing blitz. It's coming from the secondary. Lang coming. Here they come.
That's a good play call right there. They dialed it up.
To the quarterback.
To the fullest.
Dobbs, Lang.
All in on the action.
All there. Lang comes up hobbling a little bit, but he's going to get off under his own power. Kuznetsov there as well.
Lang's been all over the field today too, flying around. Gotta love the energy and the way he plays.
He comes with that blitz right up there.
He does.
Right through. And
relentless.
Big sack for this Crusader defense. And now to punt. He's standing inside his own goal line. Gets a wicked kickoff. This is going to go up into his 50, 60-yard kick. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
It's going to go down right to about the 10-yard line. Whew. That's a 76-yard kick.
Wow. 76.
That is wild.
I'll tell you right now, you don't see that much at the collegiate level. That's a big time kick right there for that guy.
He got a lot behind it, little wind behind it. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take the timeout as well. 24-14, Harvard.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
With the tremendous growth of life sciences both globally and locally, we've dedicated our resources to build a strong, knowledgeable, and responsive team to meet the insurance and risk management needs of this dynamic industry.
Our personal lines team will make sure your home, your car, your personal belongings, and most importantly, your family are protected.
The Sullivan Group has the resources, the carriers, and the coverage to protect you and your business.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Gobain's, Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
All right, welcome back. Holy Cross is at home again next week. We've got the game for you live at 1 o'clock. Colgate comes to town in a key Patriot League matchup. 1 o'clock from Fitton Field. Holy Cross gets the ball back. It's back at their own 10-yard line. I want to clarify something I said earlier. Third quarter hasn't been scoring-wise very good for Holy Cross. They've been outscored 41-14 in the third quarter, hoping to change that here in this game against Harvard. They get to carry quickly, like it was Cozier for a couple. Statistically, the best quarter for Holy Cross is the second quarter, but they've been outscored in every single quarter this season. Second and fourth have been their top two, and of course, it was a big quarter against Brown and Bucknell in a couple of key wins. Here's Degenhart looking downfield, firing. It's off a defender and in the air and knocked down. Almost intercepted.
Almost kind of a dangerous pass right there. That was good coverage on the play.
Khalid Thomas is normally the number 2 cornerback. He is thrust into the starting lineup today, and he's played very well.
Right.
For Harvard, they do mix in a lot of guys, so he gets a lot of time. They play a lot on defense.
I'd look for something, maybe some type of slip screen or something, try to get him out of here.
Oliver in the backfield with Degenhart. Here comes some heat. Degenhart going downfield. Ayeni, and it's knocked away at the last minute. Nicely defended by Isaiah Wingfield.
Good play by Wingfield. Gives their step-for-step one.
And it's a 3 and out for Holy Cross. You like the matchup if you're Holy Cross to go to Ayeni, who's maybe your best physical specimen out there on the edge, but he's a big, strong, quick receiver. But Wingfield makes the play. Wilkinson into the wind, end-over-end kick. Takes a Crusader bounce into Harvard territory, and that'll help. Ball will be down just outside the 36-yard line. Wilkinson got into one. 50-plus yards there on that kick. It's a big one. timeout on the field again. 11:08 left, third quarter. Harvard by 10.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
On the break, it's Bourget, and he's got a good carry, taken down by Mark Ebo at the 45, 46-yard line. They'll give him a first down on a first down carry.
Good job there. Bourget following his blocks.
Bourget, the leading rusher today for Harvard, came in with 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. But he's been the top rusher for the Crimson today, by far. First and 10, ball's at the 46. And a reverse. Stratford with some
Stay
room,
home, look who's there.
and Riley's chasing.
Riley, good play.
And Riley's going to string it out. Stefanik doing a job on the edge as well, and Stefanik's a little dinged up on that far sideline.
Tell you what, Riley and Stefanik both did a great job there playing their keys and staying home. If not, that right there, I could usually bust and I can go to the crib.
Yeah, look at that. There's Riley chasing. Stefanik's on the outside, and see where he got kind of caught up there. And
it looks like he got rolled up on a little bit.
Yeah, they're tending to him on that side. Harvard going into the bag of tricks a little bit. Yeah,
Tell you, Riley's doing a great job today, just coming up, making plays, shooting, playing from the safety position, not staying back on those run plays. Really doing a nice job taking good angles to the ball, and that's what it's about.
You like those guys who go sideline to sideline. Stefanik's up under his own power and jogging away.
Good to see that. Good to see that.
That's good. Anthony Cerundolo and company checking him out on the far sideline, the athletic training staff for Holy Cross. You're in good stead if you got Anthony working on you. He's been here a long time. I sometimes, Nick, after standing up here in this press box for 3.5 hours, I feel like I need to get treatment after a game. All right, I'm not as finely tuned an athlete as you guys. 2nd and 9. High snap this time.
Another tough
Smith
snap.
goes back and says he's just going to have to sit on it now.
Just go down. I'm telling you, something's been going on with that center QB exchange today. Just hasn't been on the same page. A lot of balls low, hitting the ground. That was up. Smith's been doing a good job for what he's been getting dealt to him. So hopefully those two will figure it out.
Yeah, they have had some issues there. Jackson Ward, the normal starting center there. There he is, number 63.
Yep.
3rd and 20. Not a lot of plays for this situation. They give it to Bourget. Bourget with room up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line. Got about 8, and field position game here. They'll bring the punting unit out, try to pin Holy Cross back.
Tell you what, great presentation by Mark Ebo on that play. Defensive tackle, I've been talking about those guys. That could be a little something that's going on. The D tackles are kind of getting good pressure, and sometimes you get up in the center's grill so fast like that, that can lead to some bad exchanges. So tip your hat to those guys in the middle again.
This Macchio kicking, and John Roberts fair catch at the 19-yard line. We have a timeout on the field. Holy Cross has the ball back, trying to cut into that Harvard lead.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
step for you guys is to start taking circumferences.
See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning.
Here we go. All right.
All right, welcome back. Beautiful fall afternoon for football. Holy Cross has the only score of the third quarter so far, and it was set up by an interception from Chris Riley. 24-14, they've got the ball back defensively. Nick, we talked about it at halftime. They played pretty tough against a good Harvard team, and they've got their offense on the field again. And can the offense sustain some momentum here? Connor Dagenhart with the mustache. What is with the quarterbacks and mustaches?
Yeah, it's a trend, you know.
It's a
what
new
I mean?
thing.
I don't know what's going on with it. Something's new.
Something's new. Quarterback and mustache. I blame Aaron
Quarterback
Rodgers.
and mustache.
I blame Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers does it, you know, you're going to want to do it.
All right,
If you're a QB. All right, here's Dagenhart firing. Asante.
Good play following his blocks there. Set up nicely. See, if you're Holy Cross, that's what you want to do a little bit. You want to chip away, looking for 4 to 5 yards, and then try to bust something.
They got 4 there, did Asante. Well, they're going to spot it back to the 22, so call it 3. 2nd and 7.
I'll be surprised to see a little RPO here.
Dagenhart, he's got Cozier in the backfield with him. Dagenhart to throw. Derek Mountains.
There he is.
First catch of the day, and he's out over the 25 to the 26.
Get him involved a little bit more, I think. It's going to open some stuff up.
So 3-4 yards more, and it'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up. Clock running under 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Two receivers to the far side. We got Mountain offset here to the near side. They're going to run the football. It's Cozier bouncing back, and he runs right back into the flood of Crimson. And Harvard makes a nice play. Logan Clifton, the defensive lineman. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, you got to give the credit right there to the defense. I mean, they really they watched their keys and you know they stayed true to their tendency there.
And so Wilkinson comes out to kick again. He's going to be standing right around his own 10-yard line.
I believe that was Cole Thompson, 27, that came flying up at the safety position.
Thompson's had a nice game.
He's all over the place.
He's been in the backfield a couple of times. This is a kick that takes a Harvard bounce back to
Did it catch anybody? Did it touch someone?
Harvard player jumped on the football, and now there's a fight for it.
That might be.
Holy Cross came away with the football. Let's see if it touched anybody. They
Holy
give
Cross
it to
ball.
Holy Cross. Crusaders get the turnover.
They do.
Dobbs has the football. And this a benefit of a non-bounce that Holy Cross wanted, but it bounces back, and Harvard's the first one to touch the football, 59, it looks like. Not sure why he went for it.
Yeah, it's one of those plays. I think Holy Cross did a great job just baiting him into it, making him think something was there when it really wasn't. And unfortunately, for Harvard, the guy jumped on the ball and tried again, and thinking they had already touched it, but I don't think they actually did.
Joey Goodman tried to make that play, and then Dobbs took it away. So
great play by
the
Dobbs.
freshman Dobbs continues to impress. Goes for about a 40-plus yard gain. If you're talking about a punt that was from their own 10, that first down is incomplete. But so the Crusaders try to turn the field a little bit.
There he is again, Cole Thompson making a great play at safety. He's another good player out there. Watching him play, flying around. Another one trusts his instincts and just lets it go.
So here is Dagenhart, Cozier in the backfield with him. Cozier now with 90-plus yards rushing. just a few attempts. This is Asante caught in between traffic, and he's got a first down to the 35-yard line. This year, Asante.
Asante's got some wiggle.
Credit Degenhardt for finding him, threading it in there.
Good ball.
And so Holy Cross gets one of those rare first downs, and they're in Harvard territory at the 35. Here is Cozier up the middle, and nothing there. Maybe a yard on forward progress. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Brenna Wilson. Brenna.
Yeah, so I missed the Chris Riley ceremony over here because I was trying to find a lineman to walk behind, create some holes for me over here on the sideline. But this time around, I saw Chris Grotzi run to grab the sword, and he ran over, and the guys are just swinging that around, making sure everyone knows who caused that turnover.
Brenna, it's not a real sword, right?
Can't really tell.
Just for our viewers at home.
I mean, maybe.
We hope not. All right. Thank you, Brenna. 2nd and 9. Grotzky, it's shocking that he's behind it.
I was going to say, Coach Grotzky, another one who always brings the juice. Gotta love him.
Downfield, they were looking for Asante, and now there's a bit of a battle back at the line of scrimmage, and cooler heads prevail. 3rd and 9 coming. Yeah, Grotzky's one of the great characters, and he really a great motivator in the weight room. And 3rd and 9.
If you can't get up with him, then I don't know.
Check your pulse.
Exactly.
Yeah, no question.
He's one of those guys, and you gotta love it. I mean, he jumping around with the guys. He's in there smacking heads with no helmet on. Gotta love that.
3rd and 9 from the Harvard 34. Harvard shows blitz. They go to Peter Oliver. Oliver off of first contact and bounces ahead for a yard or two, but he'll be short.
They had that one dialed up pretty good.
Figure Holy Cross planned on going for it on 4th down, running on 3rd and long there, so they keep the offense on the field. For now, nope, here comes Derek Ing. Ing's going to kick into the wind, and this will be a long kick.
They trust in him. He's definitely he's a great kicker. So let's see if he can put this one through the upright.
This is going to be close to 50 yards, 49 yards for Derek Ing.
Derek Ing on for the field goal try.
Snaps down.
Kick is up, low lining kick, plenty of leg, but missed it to the left.
And the kick is no good.
And the Crusaders come away without any points on that possession off the turnover. Derek Ing's first missed field goal since the Navy game. He hadn't missed since week 1.
They got a lot of confidence in him, so you saw right there. He has plenty of leg. Definitely has plenty of legs, so unfortunately just kind of pulled that one a tad bit. He came out a little lower than I think he expected.
Did have the game winner against Yale last year, that walk-off win as a freshman. Now a sophomore, he's 6 of 8. His long is 48 yards, so he has more than enough to try that one.
Yeah.
And, if you're Holy Cross, that would have got you within a touchdown. But they go wanting for scores there, and here comes Harvard the other way at the 32-yard line. Fake to give to Darrington. Smith looking downfield. Got a man. Crest. Crest has inside the defense, inside the 10, the 5. He's going in for a touchdown. 68 yards. Smith to Crest.
Smith and Crest, I mean, they've been on a good page all year, and right there, that's just it's a good route and a good ball by a quarterback. Fortunately, got that inside leverage on Holy Cross's DB there, and took the rest.
And for Crest, it's his 4th touchdown reception of the season, and a quick change for Harvard after the missed field goal. Now McIntyre to kick, and he puts it through.
And the kick is good.
So 31-14, Harvard has their lead back up to 17 points, but here's the score. You have to respect the ball fake and then downfield.
Yeah, just a good ball, and like I said, it's tough with a receiver like that, with Crest. You give him inside leverage like that off the jump. He's on the same page with the quarterback. That's usually what's going to happen.
They got inside of the freshman, Devin Haskins. who was out there, and Crest gets away from him. Came in as the leading receiver with 16 catches coming in, has a couple here today, and then this one, 68 yards for a touchdown. Harvard has that big play capability. They have a couple of long 70-plus yard touchdown pass and catch here this year. And so that's not even Crest's longest touchdown of the year, but that's another big one.
You could just tell Smith was locked in on that play right there. He was in the zone.
So a quick change. Holy Cross was kicking to get it within a touchdown. Harvard comes right back after the missed field goal and retakes their 17-point lead. That went into the end zone and will go for a touchback. Crest 4 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown now, leading the way for that Harvard offense.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job bottling him up for how he's been, you know, as a receiver this year. Unfortunately, just got that one long one, but before that, they've been doing a pretty good job on him. So
yeah, no question about that.
Unfortunately, sometimes, like I said, you let a guy like that get some leverage like that on you. Sometimes that type of stuff can lead to big plays.
All right, so here comes the Holy Cross offense as you get a look at the Harvard bench. Smith, the quarterback, behind Tim Murphy, the head coach. Joel Lamb, the offensive coordinator, helping lead the way. And there's Peter Oliver, not much doing.
Yeah, just unfortunate for him right now. Just the holes really haven't been there. You know, he's running hard. Exactly, just no room. You know, it's unfortunately just nothing there to work with. I know it's got to be a little frustrated for Oliver just because he's seen some of the. There you go, a little breakthrough. There you go. He's a hard-nosed runner, so you know if you get him just a little space, a little gap, his strength and his speed and power can usually take care of the rest. So hopefully it can open up some holes for him.
Well, we chronicled it this week in sports. They challenged him a little bit when they said, "Oh, you know, Pete, you're a strong runner, but after contact, you're only picking up a half a yard or a yard."
Right,
so he took it personally, really ran strong the last couple of weeks, especially in the win over Brown. Fighting off a contact more. And there's a quick hitter.
That's a good play right there.
And
See,
it's
I like
complete. That looks like Jack Jewell out there. 87, Jack Jewell. It's his first catch of the game. Pretty good sized receiver in Jewell. Makes the play.
The hurry up offense coming on here, and I think that's what you got to do right here. Keep this team off tempo.
There's Oliver. Oliver ran into.
See again, that hole just for a quick split second opens up, and then unfortunately it just shuts right down. They gotta do a better job blocking for him.
Just picked up a yard there. Clock winding down to close to 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Degenhardt gives it to Oliver again. Oliver through the wash. Bounces off another one.
That's a good run.
And
hot run right there.
I think he got contacted by at least 7 guys on that play. Here's a look at Peter Oliver picking up close to 8 on the play.
This run does remind me of the double wing a tad bit. Get some action in the backfield, some flow a different way, and then Oliver does the rest with the cutback.
3rd and 1. And a lot of movement. And it's going to be a pre-snap penalty, 5 yards against Holy Cross. That'll change things a little bit from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6 in terms of the play call.
Mountain got a little jumpy there, I think.
Crusaders bring in a new offensive lineman, and Asante's back on the field now, so a little bit more of a pass package. Harvard showing pressure.
And 3 down linemen, giving them plenty of room in the middle.
Coming with a couple linebackers. Degenhardt completes it to Asante with the heat coming. And Asante's got a first down to the 37-yard line. Degenhardt knew he was going to take a hit, and he delivered it.
Yeah, Degenhardt hung in there nice right there. And I tell you right, when he sees that confidence like that, you know, he lets it rip. He's got a good arm.
Broke a prolific passer in high school, Westford Academy.
Good cut.
Peter Oliver, and he's starting to find a little bit of a momentum now.
Tell you what, that could have been a play in the backfield as well if he didn't make that cut. So He's a good. They got a good 1-2 punch with these running backs here at Holy Cross. You know, it's good to watch them play.
And number 98.
Oliver picked up 4. Miles Alexander is another good running back. Only saw him briefly in this one. He has been dinged up throughout the year. Degenhardt downfield, fighting for it, and broken up. Another tremendous play by Wingfield on Asante. Let's go down on the field, checking with Brenna Wilson. Brenna.
You know, there's a lot of speed in this receiving core, and the coaches were telling us that they actually track them all GPS during practice to see their speeds, and Ayer Asante is the one who hits his maximum speed the fastest and maintains it the longest throughout practice.
Thank you, Brenna. Yeah, a lot of technology on the field, and we really like the motor on Asante. Here's Degenhardt, 3rd and long, stepping into one, firing. Is he in bounds? Asante, they're going to say no. Out of bounds on the far sideline.
From Holy Cross, I'm going to stay with that rollout option there at quarterback. Seems like Degenhardt really he's comfortable doing that, and they're pushing the sideline well with that play. So seems to be something that's opened up downfield a tad bit.
Asante's been the main target here in the game. We've only really gone to Ayeni once or twice. Only one completion to Tenio Ayeni, and Mountain only with 1.
Stack in the front here.
4th down, big play. 5 guys coming for Harvard. They throw to the outside, contact, and no call.
I know Coach Chesney is a little upset about that. It looks like there was a little bit of contact. I thought he was going to get called for holding there, but fortunately not.
Chesney is in the grill of
not happy about
the
that
official walking back up.
Can't really blame him on that. There's some stuff you got to let go, but at the same time, when you take a receiver, when you're trying to come back to the ball, I feel like he got held up a tad bit. A little early, see?
Contacted, Tenio Ayeni. They were headed in his direction, but it's another stop for Harvard. And it's a big one, up 17. The opportunity to run through the rest of this 3rd quarter. Chesney's still hot.
Oh, boy. Coach Chesney's upset with that. I think he should be. Defense got to respond. Can't let it get to him. Another low snap.
Here's Darrington. Darrington trucking ahead and trying to push the pile, and now it's a rugby scrum. They're going to blow the play dead at the 40. Darrington never left his feet. He is a strong running back. Pickup of 7 on 1st down.
Coach Chesney is really fired up down there. Got to reel it in now. Just got to trust in the defense again. They've been getting the job done all day for you, so hopefully they can stay hot with it and get another stop here for them.
Darrington in the backfield, and he gets the carry again. He's going to have a 1st down out to the 44 where they spot him.
Carried by number 36,
See who that was.
Like Dobbs was at the bottom of the pile again. Around another hit.
Results in a 1st down for Harvard.
Joe Lang leads Holy Cross with 8 tackles. Riley right behind him with 7. And Dobbs with 6. And the defense will have to make a play here as we head to the 4th quarter. Harvard on top of Holy Cross, 31-14.
I'm District Attorney Joe Early Jr., and I'm proud to partner with Charter Communications with our pledge to help raise awareness that bullying should not be tolerated. From local school students, here's our message.
Step up so others won't get stepped on. Take a stand and lend a hand.
We need to foster safe environments for students in their schools and communities. Join the Anti-Bully Crusade. Take a stand to lend a hand. Don't be a bully.
Presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Coriglio.
Our founders would have never seen this coming.
Spygate?
No.
Deflategate?
No.
What then?
Benji! Benji knocks down any obstacle that he can get his paws on and tackles every high interest rate that gets in between us and our customers, which is why he made the Bay State Savings Bank team.
You're right. They would have never seen Benji coming, but I'm sure they're glad he came.
Bay State Savings Bank. We take banking personally.
All right, welcome back. There's Derek King. Talented kicker for Holy Cross.
That he is.
And we
a
get
big part of
set.
the game.
Yeah, we get set to start the fourth quarter here. Andy Lacombe, Nick Hague, Brenna Wilson. Crusaders down 31-14. College football on Charter TV 3, presented by the law offices of Joseph J. Cariglia and by Bay State Savings Bank.
I need to find out what's going on that baseball field.
It's still
a packed house over there. Get in the stadium.
Hundreds of people over there. I mean, it's like an old Holy Name game on top of the rock. All those tailgaters out there. There's Darrington taken down in the backfield. That's Liam Doran.
Play by Doran. That's a great play.
Liam Doran, the St. John's grad, making another play.
Great play. Just shooting his gap. That's what you want out of a linebacker right there. Reads it and goes. See, there's no hesitation. He doesn't hesitate, shoots the gap, and makes a great football play. Great play by Doran.
It's a loss of 6 on the play. There have been a lot of tackles for losses in this game.
This defense is holding in. They're strong, man. They're strong.
From the Holy Cross defense. It's a bunch of them.
It's a good line they're going against. We've talked about it.
Firing and incomplete. Riley delivered the blow.
Wow.
Smith as well.
Smith and Riley. It's just great safety play.
Knocked it away from Cook. Here it is.
Coach Parisi's probably going nuts in the box right now. He's got to, because you want nothing else out of your safeties than to make a play like that. I know Coach Parisi's got to be going crazy with that play. Exactly what you want.
3rd and 16. Harvard's been pretty, I would say, conservative on these 3rd and longs. Yeah. And they've got a 17-point lead.
Holy Cross bringing their sub package in. I like that little change up.
See what they draw up here. They do hand it off. It's Darrington. He gets away from one, still on his feet. And Joe Lang is going to hang on to him, stop him short, and that'll force another punt, likely from Harvard. So
you were right about that. They are playing, I mean, a little conservative. You know, if I'm Harvard, I'm not just going to, it's a 31-14 game. I mean, it's 3rd and long. I'm surprised they actually ran that zone read.
Well, they certainly feel very confident in how their defense is playing. They've given up just the long run and then obviously the touchdown on the short field. If you're Holy Cross, you've given up most of your scores on short fields as well. And then the one big play that really hurts was the connection to Crest.
It was.
This half. High kick. John Roberts has to let it go. It takes a nice side spin for Harvard. It'll be down at the 6-yard line. Down there by Brandon Wong. Nice little pitching wedge with some spin on it there from the punter. And so Holy Cross still with a lot of time left, 17 points behind, but they need to really get some momentum going here on the offensive side. It's been a little bit inconsistent.
Long field to drive here. Kicking's been good both ways today.
Really has. The punters are putting up big performances. Look out!
Oh.
Did he go forward? They're going to say it was incomplete, as he was under some heat from Truman Jones. And is Jones down? He's hurt after the play, and looks like there's a Crusader down as well. That looks like Brett Bonney, the left guard. And so now there's
hate to see it. Hope they both are right.
Big group of trainers on the field. Here comes, watch Jones. Look at Truman Jones.
He's sold out. Oh, I lie. It looks like, 64 got rolled up on. I think Jones, when he came down, I think if you watch his head here, I think his head catches someone's knee. It kind of looks like his head snaps back here. Hope his neck's all right. You don't like to see that at all.
No.
It's dangerous.
So both, well, they're going to get Jones up. They're looking at him now. We'll take a timeout.
Sullivan Group is an insurance and risk management services firm based in Worcester for over 60 years.
With the tremendous growth of life sciences both globally and locally, we've dedicated our resources to build a strong, knowledgeable, and responsive team to meet the insurance and risk management needs of this dynamic industry.
Our personal lines team will make sure your home, your car, your personal belongings, and most importantly, your family are protected.
The Sullivan Group has the resources, the carriers, and the coverage to protect you and your business.
Hi, I'm Rich Salmon, GM of Bertera Nissan. Come join us for our 2019 clearance event.
This is the all-new 2019 redesigned Nissan Altima, now available in all-wheel drive. Here we have the 2019 Nissan Kicks. Sporty, stylish, and incredibly fun to drive.
If you work for UMass, Fallon, St. Wyman Gordon, or any of Worcester's largest employers, we'll take care of you with an additional discount up to $500.
Bertera Nissan, Route 20, Auburn, Massachusetts.
All right, there's Brett Body being tended to the near sideline. He did come off under his own power, and we will tell you that Truman Jones jogged off the field, so both
good sign,
guys got off the field on their own power. That's a good sign. But the Crusaders without one of their top linemen here on 2nd and 10.
Someone's got to step up for him. Who went in?
Looks like Nickel Sofka is there, the new left guard.
All right.
And here is Degenhart. Tried to get rid of it, didn't. Now he's still on with the football and throws it away. Almost lost the ball.
Good job stepping up in the pocket there, getting rid of it. Almost turned into a sack. So Degenhart, good job moving around back there.
Yep. So 3rd and 10. It's a big play with a lot of time left, but Holy Cross losing the field position battle right now. They got to get out of the shot of their own end zone. 3 receivers to the far side. Oliver in the backfield with Degenhart. Designed roll. Degenhart downfield and threw it behind his intended receiver, Asante, and it was knocked away. And it'll be 4th down.
Right idea, just didn't execute.
So the Harvard defense gets another stop. Max Jones and company make a play, and Wilkinson's going to have to punt out of his own end zone, in the shadow, in the end zone. He's about a yard off the end line.
Definitely need a big one from Wilkinson here. Gotta drive that ball, get a good punt out. Let that defense come back on the field and make some plays.
High, hanging kick.
Good punt, good punt.
And going to be taken
there you go.
On the Harvard side of the 50, where the Crimson will take over at their own 48-yard line. 31-14 Harvard, 4th quarter.
Kevin, meet your father.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Trusted advice for life.
Kevin, how's your mom?
Thank you.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Bison Pride is the feeling that you get when you're with all of your Nichols friends and you're rooting for your team and your school and your community.
Even though we are a smaller school, you feel the big school vibe here.
Providing our customers with the highest level of quality, service, and value. Poochie's Fine Jewelry, 205 West Boylston Street in West Boylston.
Welcome back, Fit and Field. Place to be here. New England College football. There's just a little bit of the tailgate section, but beyond that, about a row of traffic.
Break that up a little bit over there.
There is a sea of people.
I just don't know what's going on over there. Like, you got a game like this going on here.
People are standing on top of each other out there.
It's unbelievable.
Can't be comfortable.
Got to make an announcement.
Somebody make an announcement. There's a football game happening.
Yeah, honestly. 4th quarter, great game.
Series goes back to 1904 between Harvard and Holy Cross. And here's the give. It is Bourget for a couple.
Bourget did a good job making something out of really nothing there. That hole was tight. I don't know how he really squeezed through there, but found himself a couple positive yards.
Harvard won that first game in 1904, 28-4. Series is tied at 8 games apiece here at Fitton Field. Something's got to give. There's the give to Bourget. He is right into the pile and not much there, maybe a yard. Liam Shanahan at the bottom of the pile there, number 61, the Marlboro product. Pat Walsh on the in the Harvard 2 deep as well, a former Wachusett star. So a couple of Central Mass stars on this Harvard team.
Holy Cross D-line's been doing a great job today for an O-line that's as stout as this. Like I said, been hearing nothing but great things about this O-line. They've been doing a heck of a job containing them and really bringing the pressure to them.
It has been a good battle. Really, the 3 turnovers in the short fields are still the difference here. Here comes the heat from Holy Cross,
blitz.
And they're going to get to him.
There he is.
And it's another sack. It's Dobbs getting into him. Stefanik there as well.
Dobbs, Stefanik. He really is. I'm telling you, he's just flying around the field. He's really coming into his zone. Again, comes off it really good. See, that doesn't break down too much, just a tad bit and then shoots, and that's the difference. I mean, the kid just flies around, and as a freshman, I can't tip my hat to the kid enough just for the pure fact that it's just so much going on, and it's such a big change from high school to the collegiate level with experience and the depth in play calling, and just you're playing against grown men. So I mean, like I said, he's got a bright future.
John Roberts, fair catch inside the 20-yard line. And so not a lot of time off the clock as Holy Cross gets it back, but offense needs to start producing something.
Yeah, it's a big drive here for Holy Cross right here. I mean, this is 11 minutes left to go, 31-14. Want to try to get yourself some type of points on this drive.
Dobbs with a sack today, has 7 total tackles.
He's having a good game.
3 tackles for a loss. Degenhart rolling, hits Mountain. Mountain stretches to the 26, got about 6 on the play.
I really like the way that Mountain plays. I told you the first time I saw him when I came up here and watched Holy Cross play UNH. I thought he was a physical specimen out there. And you look at him, he's got great hands, he's got good length. Got to use him.
He can be a difference maker, no question about it. 2nd and 4. Degenhart hits his man.
There you go.
That's Spencer Gilliam. Gilliam.
Good job in the slot by Gilliam. That's how to work it.
Twisting down to the 43-yard line, a first down for the Crusaders.
Found a seam. That's how you do it. Did a good job right there, wiggling in between the linebackers right there and create himself some space.
And they set the chains.
2 good back-to-back plays. They got to keep going with that.
Here's Degenhart. Looking downfield, not much there. He's going to have to tuck it, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a sack for Harvard. And let's see who they credit it with. Looks like it will be Griffin Burke. And there is another Crimson defender down as you look at the sack here.
Try to see what happened on this play.
Good coverage downfield leads to this one, you think. There was nowhere for Degenhart to go.
Yeah, that might have been a coverage sack. Hope this guy's all right. I was just about to comment about that's the one thing I'd say that Holy Cross has made a good adjustment. I give credit to their O-line in comparison to the first half. I think they've done a better job with this D-line, who's been nothing but wreaking havoc all day.
Player down for Harvard is defensive lineman David Mazivanika.
I'll let you take that name. Tough one.
I'm going to check to see if I'm even close on that one. I tried. David,
right.
hopefully you're okay. He's up, being helped off.
Another big body, athletic, moves well. Seem to be doing okay, getting off the field at least. It's one thing you never like to see, injuries.
Nazi Vanyika. I think I got it. I think I nailed it. So hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
2nd and 12 after the sack. And the Holy Cross offense. Time starting to wind away here.
2nd and long, trying to get yourself in at least 3rd and manageable. So
here comes some heat. Degenhardt shakes off one. Now he's going down. It's going to be another sack. And Anthony Nelson's going to get him. But credit the blitz on the back end, too, backside.
Taking on a sack by number 82, Anthony Nelson.
drew that one up nice.
It was nearly a jailbreak because Nelson almost came in untouched. So 3rd and 20.
Those are the blindside hits sometimes they get. You don't see them coming, so tough one to pick up.
They bring just 4, or 3 rather this time. Degenhardt throws this one up. Oh, and Asante almost made a play.
Almost didn't make that play.
Could not get around Max Jones. And so Holy Cross will have to punt. 8:41 left, and every possession critical. And
It is. Like I said, as Holy Cross, you were trying to at least come away with some type of points on that possession. So now you got to really try to get a quick 3 and out. You don't want them to bleed the clock. They bleed the clock. It's going to be tough.
you need something. Turnover. Something needs that. You need a couple of things to go to flow your way now. Harvard showing like they're going to come after it.
Wilkinson can pin him here. Nice
Back
kick.
off it. Wilkinson, good high kick into the sun, and it's going to take a Crusader bounce and continue
Great
to
bounce,
roll
great kick.
inside the 15-yard line. So Wilkinson does his job again, and we'll take a timeout on the field. Harvard with the football and leading the Crusaders.
Milford Federal Bank has been part of our community's history, honoring local traditions, supporting local causes, and caring about local issues since 1887. While many community banks have come and gone through the years, we're still here, committed to our loyal customers and the communities we serve. We're Milford Federal Bank, your community, your bank, your choice. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So the next step for you guys is to start taking circumferences.
See where it's marked on beats 1 and 3 in that measure? Okay, good. Let's go one more time from the beginning. Here we go. Yeah. All right.
Well, welcome back. Fourth quarter, 8.5 minutes left here. Holy Cross and Harvard.
What a day for a football
It's still,
game.
yeah, it has been a
I can't
nice.
even believe it. As a player,
We're
this
not
is
always
the
this
best.
lucky in New
No.
England.
Especially at this time.
Of course, a frost would be nice for the high school football teams that are playing at 3 o'clock in Friday afternoons.
Exactly.
But we'll take it. We'll take today. Shotgun set for Harvard, and they're ready to go.
Try to get
Jake
a 3
Smith.
and out here. Quick one.
Quick give and some room. And it's Darrington still on his feet over the 30 to the 33. And a first down for the Crimson.
Might have been his best run of the day, I think. Give him credit on that play. I don't know if you saw it right there. I mean, he just really, really patient back there. It's kind of almost that Le'Veon Bell look. Really wait. Let the block set up and then go right off of it. So, got to give him some credit on that play.
Two running backs both getting it done here for Harvard when Bourget and Darrington. Crusaders
showing blitz.
Stefanik coming. The give is to Darrington.
Oh,
Darrington's
boy.
free. He's over the 50. And a stiff arm down to the 44-yard line of Holy Cross. And that is going to put him very close to 100 yards rushing on the day.
Again, here he, does a great job following that pull.
And really all Harvard needs, maybe what they'd even prefer, is just to really run this whole thing out on the ground. That's all they need to do. 98 yards on the ground for Darrington now. Bourget has 75. They give it to Darrington. Darrington.
Oh, great play right there.
And that is Liam Doran.
Doran, great play. That's a big-time play. He needed that. Holy Cross needed that play right there. Again, he does a great job here, just splitting it, coming over the top. That's a good football finish right there.
You look at Liam Doran and Jake Dobbs. Doran's a sophomore, Dobbs is a freshman.
Yeah, they got a great duo. I mean, this is something to be reckoned with here for the next few years.
Yeah, right in the middle of your defense. The young defensive front as well, for the most part. Ebo, one of the seniors there, but they're young around him. They go to Darrington. Darrington's going to push forward. And they're going to spot him down at the 40-yard line, so that'll get him over 100 yards on the day.
Hotter than 100.
It really is. Because he's lost
exactly
13 yards on other carries, so he's really earned it.
Right, he's fighting back to get that. So I said he's a big boy, strong.
Shanahan, 61. Again, was a good athlete. Played on one of those really good Marlboro basketball teams as well for Brian Riley.
Yep.
I'm told a couple of the Rileys are here.
Been doing a good job today.
Watching Shanahan, the Marlboro guy. Third down, and Darrington fights back in, runs into Dobbs and Lang and the leading tacklers and the Holy Cross defense will stop him short.
Big stop right there, big stop for them.
Holy Cross called a timeout after they stopped it, keenly aware of how much time is left.
Got to score here.
There's Pat Walsh, 77. We mentioned him a little bit earlier.
That's Pat.
So a couple of locals play for Harvard, and of course, Brad Bagdis, former Wachusett star, was a captain here at Harvard many years ago. It seems like when Sean Grady and I made the trip to Cambridge to interview Brad Bagdis, and Tim Murphy didn't really want us there shooting practice because they were going to play Holy Cross in a couple of weeks. And it's like, Murph, we're not going to share the video with the Holy Cross team. We just want to focus on Brad Bagdis.
Right.
So, good trip though, and of course, so long legacy, some Central Mass guys. Danny Brown, former Northbridge star.
Yep.
Played at Harvard as well. We're giving out the Johnny Turco Award here, and it's probably going to go to a Harvard player. But hey, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's.
We're gonna vote for this guy.
I think so. I think he's worked for it.
I'm gonna ask Charlie. Bear. Can I give it to somebody if they don't win? All right, that's my vote right there. Nick, you have a vote?
I'm that's kind of my vote too. I'm right with you.
You're voting for him too?
Yeah.
Our 2 votes are for that guy right there.
Yeah, gotta be.
I think Harvard, there's certainly plenty of guys to choose from. They've had Darrington really kind of take over here, but defensively, a lot of their guys are in the mix as well. We're going Homer. We're the Homer Holy Cross voters here. We'll let you know who we voted for as we get close to the end of the game. All right, pressure coming. And he's going down, and it's a sack. And another one for Harvard, and now they're right close to their average of sacks. This one, like North Peters.
Wearing down that O-line a little bit,
And we're ticking down to 5 minutes.
Tough duty in front of him today going against this D-line, I'm telling you.
If you're looking at Harvard, I mean, is it McPartland? Is it Truman Jones? That one is picked off. Intercepted. And that is picked off by Jack McGowan, the reserve linebacker.
Yeah, McGowan's been doing a good job today, coming in and filling roles, and another one that's kind of been all over the field today, making some good plays. So it's a good read by him right there. And it's a big time play by that guy. Goes down nice and low to get the ball. He's got a big brace on his arm.
That's a heck of a catch for a linebacker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's an athletic play right there.
Linebacker's dream right there.
It's an athletic play. Banged up elbow and all.
Did you have any interceptions as a defensive end at Assumption College?
I didn't. No, I didn't have any. I was close to a couple tip ones, but unfortunately.
So that's a defensive lineman or a defensive linebacker's dream to get that pick. Going downfield.
Another good play right there.
Almost intercepted by Riley.
He had that one. Riley, great play again. Breaking on the ball, reading that right down the seam.
I think he would have had it, except Joe Lang jarred it loose.
Yeah, it's one of those, he hits his own guy. Great play on the ball. Oh, and Lang just
Lang
puts the shoulder. He doesn't know.
Lang doesn't hit anybody lightly.
Right. He's even taking his own players' heads off. Gotta. Man.
That could play. Riley's
that would have
done a
been
nice
a great
job
back-to-back play. That would have been a great back-to-back play right there. Something they kind of needed.
Riley and Lang each have 9 tackles. Riley has the pick. This is Darrington, and Ebo got him right at the line of scrimmage.
Big boy out there and just a leader and been relentless with his motor all day, and that's a big play against this line. He's been doing a good job. I tell you, man, Holy Cross, that's one thing I give them right now. They haven't quit. There's been no quit in this defense. You got to respect that. You got to be happy. I know right now the outcome, they're not happy with that, but as far as the team goes right now with this defense, you got to be happy with the effort.
All right, there's the give to Darrington. He's been the hot hand here in the second half. He picks it up.
Got to come up again. Riley coming up.
Number 36.
Oh, someone's down.
Doran, Dobbs, Riley, Lang dinged up a little bit. He's up though. Joe Lang is one tough dude.
As a football player, man, he just throws his body on the line. I respect that. He's just all out every play.
He gets after it, no question about it. Down to 3.5 minutes.
Fourth down, going for it.
4th and 4. He's going to throw as Smith. Ebo's chasing
Ebo's
him.
putting the pressure on him.
Still looking, and he's just going to throw it away. And Holy Cross's defense is going to get a stop.
You need something quick. You need something right off the bat here if you got anything to go. Got to score right away.
Yeah, need to find the field stretcher really quick here and stretch somebody out and pick up a big chunk play. But time has a real essence now. A time for against Holy Cross. See our ticker on the top corner of our screen. Some high school and college scores floating across there. And Neshoba over Westboro. Auburn, is that a final over Uxbridge?
Wow, 10-7, huh?
That's an upset, at least record-wise. Here's Dagenhart. Oh, a little shuffle pass.
Like the play call, like the play call, like the play call.
And Kozier's out to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 18 and a first down.
Dagenhart's pass is complete to number 1, John Kozier. That play results in a
Assumption with a big win over AIC, you saw there. But here's that little flip.
Go Hounds.
Kozier has accounted for a lot of the offense today. 2 touchdowns, 66-yard run on one of them. Dagenhart, here comes the jailbreak. They set up a screen. It's Kozier.
Big boy out front. Go.
And Kozier's free over the 50.
Here he goes. Good.
And dragged out of bounds in Harvard territory. See where they spot it. He's down around the 42-yard line of Harvard.
Cross playing right to the end here. They're playing right to the end. Full effort.
A 30-yard pickup from Kozier there. He is the leading receiver and the leading rusher for Holy Cross. Degenhardt, clock's ticking. Down close to 2 minutes now. 4 receivers. Throwing, completes. Sante down
Go,
to
gotta get up, get on the ball, gotta get on the ball, gotta get on the ball.
Taking out the pass complete to number 15, Ayana Safi. And the play results in a first down.
Holy Cross gets a lineman hobbling off. Under 2 minutes. Degenhardt.
Jack Bowler, he's been fighting through it.
Going to the end zone. Ayeni! That's a touchdown!
What a ball, what a grab, look at that. Wow.
Tenio Ayeni!
There you go, big time strike right there, never know, never know. This ain't over till it hits zeros. Seeing stranger things happen.
And pending the extra point, it'll be a 10-point game again. Tenio Ayeni.
Yeah, and
that's his second touchdown.
He's a big boy. You know, I've seen him down low near the field. You know, he's a prototypical big time outside receiver, and that's using your body right there and your speed and your athleticism and just making a play. Good ball too. Great ball.
And Derek King's kick is good. So it is 31-21, 142 left. But here's the touchdown strike. For Degenhardt, his 7th touchdown pass of the year.
Ball. Does a great job. I mean, that's great. Great play from the pitch and the catch right there. Just uses his big body position right there. Kind of boxes that safety out a tad bit. Good strike.
Tenio Ayeni's first touchdown catch of his career as a freshman was on a Hail Mary from Peter Pujols. And they connect with him here. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And Holy Cross gets back a little bit closer. Ayeni 3 catches, 37 yards today. And now Degenhardt, his numbers, 15 of 34 with a touchdown and an interception. Been sacked 5 times today.
Yeah, there's been some pressure back there for sure all day.
Anticipate the onside kick here from Holy Cross.
Let's see what they draw up.
Crusaders do have 2 timeouts left.
For a big kick here out of Wilkinson, something to pop up and go get that ball.
Yeah, they got guys like Tenio Ayeni on that side. They've got some receivers. They got Mountain over there on the far side.
This is the moment you live for right here. See what we got.
Harvard's hands team in. Wilkinson.
Get that bop.
Gets a bounce. And I think Harvard recovered it. Did not get that second high hop.
Yeah, he was looking for that second ball to come down and just go up for that bounce. It didn't come. Sometimes that's why on onside kicks, I almost like the guys who, if you get the opportunity to punch it off one of the guys, you know, just kind of line drive it, drill it after one of the guys at the front row. Sometimes it makes it a little bit harder to grab. Those high hops, it's tough to come by, especially on this type of a surface. This is that real grass, so you're not going to get that bite you might get if it's on AstroTurf.
All right, so 1:40 to play. Holy Cross can stop it with 2 timeouts if they so choose, but they do need 2 scores. And the give is to Darrington. Darrington's going down in the backfield. Dorn again.
Dorn is just making some great plays through those gaps. I tell you, man. When he reads it, he shoots it, he goes. That's just another great football play right there. They got a future out here, man. They got some really good ball players and some young ones, and they seem to really be buying into this system. And like I said, they're trusting their instincts and their coaching and following what the game plan ahead of them.
Quick timeout for Holy Cross. The Turco Award is awarded to the MVP of the homecoming game. If you're on the Harvard side, you're looking at guys like Brogan McPartland, who has 3 sacks today on the defensive side.
It's a big game on
And
him.
then Darrington's got 107 yards and a touchdown in this one. But they've spread the wealth out a lot. Here has Harvard. You and I gave it to a Holy Cross player.
We did.
We gave it to Dobbs.
I mean, I think he.
We'll see if they even count our vote.
Yeah, it might not, but I mean, it's just he's been noticeably making plays left and right out there all day, and I think you know.
8 solo tackles, tackle for a loss.
Had a sack too.
Sack.
Yeah.
And he's just on the field all the time.
Yep.
There is Smith. He's going to run. He's got some room to the outside. He's just going to take it.
Didn't want that.
And he did not get enough for a first down, which is why he's agonizing about it there. Quick timeout for Holy Cross. It'll be 3rd down. Clock stopped with 1:23 left. Smith could have iced it with a first down if he had gone a couple more yards, and that's why he's not too happy, I think. But still a pretty good play from scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think if you're Holy Cross, you actually like the spot. I thought it was a little bit
closer. Yeah, I thought so too.
That's kind of a win for Holy Cross right there.
If you are Harvard, you're probably, why even try to punt? You probably run to 4th down if you don't get the first down here, and go from there. And Holy Cross will have we'll just have seconds left to try to get 10 points, which is nearly impossible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Always good to see Worcester Police Department here.
Oh, yeah.
Roachy's in the house.
I was going to say none other than Officer Roach, baby.
He's the best.
He is.
I think he's coming in the booth.
I bet he is. He's going to come in here and rile us up. You got to love it.
There's
Good play
Darrington
right there.
for a yard.
Good play right
clock
there.
Will run. Roachy. Hank's doing a great job. He's doing a great job here. Coming down to a minute to play.
Good.
And they can't stop the clock, can Holy Cross. We're at 26 seconds on the play clock, and so they're just going to, Harvard is just going to let this thing run down. Again, probably go for it on 4th down and then just be seconds left before this one winds down. Should Holy Cross get that stop. Bob Chesney's got to be happy with that effort. And, just coming up short, really, those turnovers. So it's that execution that he talks about that didn't really work out for him. But the effort certainly there for Holy Cross against a really good Harvard team who just took a timeout with 36 seconds left. 36 seconds left.
4th down.
4th and 4. They are going to bring the punting group out.
Like I said, seems stranger things happen.
Macchio to kick. Holy Cross is going to send everybody.
Yeah, no one back to the return.
And a high kick is going to be down. Nicely done. Down right around the 5-yard line. Nice play from Adam West. Batman makes the play.
Batman.
With 22 seconds left.
There we go.
So Holy Cross will need to score instantly.
The whole field again.
And then get an onside kick and try something else. So 10 points in 22 seconds. A tall, tall task. Crusaders next week are right back here at home, and they will take on Colgate. Harvard is playing at Princeton next week. Back in the Ivy League. Holy Cross is back in the Patriot League the rest of the way, and that's where it really matters for Holy Cross. But this one will sting against the good Harvard team. Degenhart, time to throw, firing, complete.
Good ball.
Still on his feet.
Gotta go.
At the 27-yard line was Ayeni, and we're under, they'll set the change with 18 seconds to play. Now they're gonna roll it. 15 seconds.
Gotta go on down.
Degenhart downfield's got a man, Ayeni, and it's incomplete. 7 seconds left. All but academic now. Close.
A little bit too late today. They started putting it together here at the end. I mean, like I said, Degenhart, when he gets his confidence going, man, he sits in there. He's a good quarterback.
So it'll be a second straight win in this series for Harvard. Degenhardt, final play of the game, throwing downfield, incomplete. There's a second left as it goes out of bounds.
And Coach Chesney, I mean, I was thinking the same thing. You gotta you're going deep here. We gotta go deep.
1 second left, so one last play for the offense. Dom Cozier is going to finish with 98 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, 52 yards receiving on 3 catches.
It's a good game for him, too. Real good game, strong.
Last play, Degenhardt steps up through the pressure. He's going to heave it, and a little high, and incomplete as time expires. Harvard 31, Holy Cross 21. What do you take the build on, Nick, as we go to next week?
I just think you got to go back to the drawing boards. Obviously, I think you just really take the fact that your team didn't give up. Holy Cross didn't give up. They fought hard all fourth quarters here. And, I mean, it's just unfortunate it came up on the wrong end. But Harvard's a good football program, good football team. I think that they know that, and they'll rebound right off this.
Well, since 1904, this series dates back. Harvard gets another one to up their edge in this series. Next week, it is Colgate and Holy Cross here from Fitton Field. Our coverage begins live at 1 p.m. Nick Hague, want to thank you for being with us today. Great job, man.
Hey, I appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, Kevin Shea may have to stay home again. We'll see. We thank you for joining us. Thank you on behalf of Nick Hague, Brenna Wilson, Sean Grady, Dave Bullock, our entire crew here at Charter TV3. I'm Andy Lacombe saying good afternoon from Fitton Field, where the Crimson earn the win 31-21 over Holy Cross.